right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is February 3rd, 2026, our first Tuesday, and it has been quite the exciting day. We actually started up a little bit good. The earnings weren't bad. A lot of good staples did good. Walmart hit $1 trillion. Pepsi did good. There was good mortgage news. There's a lot of good things, and then tech started off good, and then they all dumped. There was a pretty bad day for tech selling in Europe. Started selling off. You gave it all up. We're kind of still having some pre-earnings jitters, or that pre-earnings effect that you see. And then we even got news of a Trump home plan. I think related to new builders. We got some nice news plays off of that. But then right around here, you had news of the United States shooting down an Iranian drone. And then that got us some volatility. Actually, as we were switching over here to Philo, press secretary, what's her name? Kathy, why do I blank on her name? What's her name? The white girl. Whatever her name is. Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Oh, yeah. Well, she said it was in CENTCOM. They said they're still going to have talks. Tried to de-escalate it a little bit, but you had a pop, and then, yeah, that's what we dealt with right here. And then now we are taking it into Philo. And going to see, you got some takeover chatter. Oh, WBS and SAN they both went down. Interesting. But yeah, you got some takeover chatter on banks. That's coming out there last couple of minutes. So we'll see where this leads us, my friends. And U.S. to grant general license for Venezuela oil and gas production. But yeah, we got a nice Philo ahead of us. It's been an exciting day. I mean, again, there's been news plays. There's been movement. You got geopolitical tensions. Again, the Iran thing, considering how it all fell after, last weekend, or pretty much coming into this week. All of that stuff declined. And like I'm saying, that last headline, they are trying to de-escalate the situation a little bit. So we'll see where it all leads us. You got earnings after the bell with AMD, Chipotle, SMCI, and then more earnings throughout the week, and even Google. So I hope you're ready to go. I hope you're locked in. But now let's get into Philo. Give me a second. But you are dumping into this. VIX is on the high, and everything is kind of reacting to that, man. So yeah, it's been a wild day. You're already giving up, I think, all of yesterday's gains. You're back to where we gapped down. So, and then Korea, that was the good part of this morning. Korea actually did pretty well. So we'll see where this leads us, my friends. But yeah, get ready for Philo. Even on a down day, the market usually loves Philo. So we'll see where it leads us here, man. Yeah, but you're back to that low. What was Thursday? This one, Friday was Kevin Hassett. Oh, Thursday was Powell, I believe, or the day after Powell. There's something else. White House says it's extremely optimistic government will reopen. Fox News. So again, I think Caroline is live right now. Maybe we'll begin here in like a minute or two. Where is it? Sweet Caroline. Wait, is Trump live?
For our nation, and it's critical for all industry, especially the auto industry.
That says previously
we have
recorded.
Been strengthened with many of the different policies that have been put in place over the last year. So I want to.
Let me see. I guess Trump was live a little earlier. No headlines. The Levitt says Trump believes the shutdown will hurt the economy, is extremely optimistic it'll reopen. So, bro, you just dumped off of that. Again, they try to just walk it back. They said they're still going to meet with Iran. But yeah, that got clapped. Where is Caroline? You guys, I like that song. You know that? Sweet Caroline. I actually like. I fuck with it. I can't believe. How do I forget her name, bro? That's good. I think my girlfriend would be proud of me though. But yeah, I don't know where she is. She's on Fox News. So good. Preview pass has expired. Damn. Oh yeah, that Trump shit was old. Let's see. Trump believes shutdown would hurt. No, not Kaylee, Caroline. I've been blanking on her name a lot. I don't know why. IT? All right, well, let me get the Philo started. Give it a couple minutes, and then we will begin, my brethren. We will begin. Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared. Big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear. Oh dear, who you tryna control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the ark. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real, it's not the reason they will kill. It's the freedom in believing they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say a prayer. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen. 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 Yeah, Santander and Webster. But that one's halted. They halted Webster. Or, yeah, they did WBS. Oh, Chatadonia. Welcome to Philo. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. I hope you're blessed. I hope you recognize how powerful you are. You know that? I don't know who needs to hear that, but, you know, I really do. I hope you enjoy everything, and I hope you enjoy yourself and understand. You got life in the palm of your hands. You realize you are the commander behind your mind. Don't forget Earl Nightingale. You get to command this little machine. Very good technology. The best technology, I tell you, your brain. Very nice. So, got a couple of things I want to talk about. Kind of a simple one today. Not anything too crazy, but I don't know. It's a good way to look at it. It's a good way to look at some things of life, man, and I do encourage y'all to get deeper and deeper in both life and enjoyment and everything you're doing and where you're going. So I'm gonna play you a Miles Monroe to start, because I ended it with that yesterday, and every time I play you guys a Miles Monroe clip, you guys love it, bro. You love it. You go crazy over Miles Monroe. You know what I'm saying? You guys really do like him. So I got a good one for you, and I think we'll start with what he's saying. But it does relate to something. I could even add a little bit more with it. But let me give you a Miles clip, and this will be your intro, and then we'll talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit, baby.
The focus of God is your belief system. The word belief means what? It's the word faith in the Greek. Pistis. It says faith comes by hearing. Where did you hear what you believe now? Where did you get that from? Where did your hearing come from? It came from your culture, your neighborhood, your teachers, your parents, your politicians, your preachers, and you have become what they told you. That is why, for you to change, you got to disrupt what you're hearing. Jesus said these words to his disciples. He was trying to train them to think like leaders. He was trying to train them to think like kings. And he said these words to them. And I'm saying them to you now. He said to them, take heed what you hear. In other words, control what you allow to come into your ear. Don't just listen to any and everybody. Don't just read any and every book. Don't listen to any and every tape. Don't go to any and every seminar. Choose your information based on your destination. If you want to be great, don't listen to small people talk. You know, it's incredible. You having problems in your marriage, and you getting advice from a divorcee. Now that's dumb. I think that's dumb, okay? Take heed what you hear. Write the statement down, please. No one can live beyond the limits of their beliefs. You cannot live beyond the limits of your belief. You are trapped by your belief system. I don't care what you tell me, you cannot live beyond what you believe. Because you think what you believe. And as a man thinketh, that's the man. That's why you can go through a seminar on leadership and still come out a follower. Because the seminar never gets down to the level of beliefs. They talk about techniques and methods and all these principles. They don't get down to beliefs. I am one who can say without question that I have concluded that you cannot become a leader by attending a leadership school. Because leadership is not something you can learn. Listen to me, young man. Listen to me carefully. Leadership is not something you can learn. Leadership is something you discover. And the discovery happens to you. Your life is what you think it should be. You are exactly what you thought. You become exactly what you thought. You can't go beyond that until you change your thoughts. Boy, what a seminar. I wish I was you. I wish I had a teacher like me when I was you. I am so proud of you young people. You don't understand how blessed you are to be in this seminar. Because these old folks just getting this. What is the heart of leadership? Let's talk about it for a minute. True leadership is not a method, a technique, or even a science. Because if it were, the world would be filled with leaders. Everybody learning techniques. The 7 habits of effective people. 10 ways to become a leader. 21 laws of leadership. People read them and still follow. Because you have to get below that stuff. Leadership is manifested in an attitude. The problem is, your attitude comes alive only when you become aware of your true nature. See, and you can't teach that in a class. That has to be discovered. What I'm trying to tell you is, when you connect with who you really are, you don't need no one to make you a leader. You automatically manifest. Write this point down, please. It's very important. The beliefs and convictions of a leader regulates the nature of their leadership. In other words, the way a person acts as a leader is a manifestation of their beliefs and their convictions. Now, there are two words I'm using here. Please write these two words down, please. Beliefs and convictions. See, your convictions and your belief system dictate your behavior. Let me say a word about oppression. Because 90% of you in this room are oppressed. You don't believe that? I know you don't believe it, but I know it. Now, oppression is very subtle. But let me give you the power of oppressors. The power of oppressors is the maintenance of ignorance. Let me say it just one more time. The power of the oppressor is the maintenance of ignorance. As long as they can keep you ignorant, they control you. So they literally tell you what to believe. And you become convicted about what they told you. And so you begin to believe it yourself. That's why oppressors always control education. Do you know the number one problem of humanity? I'll tell you what it is. And you think it's sin. And it's not. You can always tell what's wrong with a patient by what the doctor prescribes. So I assume if someone is taking Tylenol, what's their problem? They got a headache. See, you figured it all by yourself. You're so smart. If someone is taking insulin, what's their problem? Diabetes. See, I told you can figure it out by the medication. In other words, whatever is prescribed reveals the condition. When God looked at planet Earth and he assessed the disease of humanity, he didn't send power. He sent word. Oh, you'll get it after I'm gone. He said they are lacking knowledge. So I'm going to send them the word. Information. Let's talk about the spirit of leadership a little bit. Numbers chapter 14, verse 24. By the way, this particular verse is very important to read the whole chapter, please. So go home. That's your homework for the night. Read Numbers chapter 14, the whole chapter. I'm going to read just one verse from it, but this is the story, the real story about Moses giving instructions to 12 people.
So yeah, you guys got to go read it. You are dropping a little bit more. I guess getting a little risk off if you look at equal weight and some of the other stuff. Equal weight and the what's it called? Staples. They were going down, but either, I mean, it's all from the Iran stuff, I sadly think, and then mix of the tech sell-off. But Chad, there was a bar in that. there was a bar, bro. I don't know if you got it. So did you get the Tylenol thing? Did you get the insulin thing? Oh, I don't know if you got it, bro. God didn't prescribe power. He sent the word. Do you know what that means? Oh. Do you know what that means, my friend? He didn't prescribe power. You know why? You already have it. What you need is the knowledge, my friend. You need the word. All you have to do is know. Do you even know you have it? But like he said, man, you got to disrupt your hearing. Because whatever you believe and whatever you get convicted on, that is going to create your behavior. You cannot live beyond your beliefs. I think I've told you guys this one before. Don't matter what technique you learn. You could learn every technique in the book, bro. You could go learn the staples selling off. You could learn how risk on, risk off. But what do you believe? That's probably going to dictate what you do next. No? Beliefs, bro. Beliefs. Your beliefs and conviction dictate your behavior. So this is one too, man. I like this one a lot. And you got the power. You just need the knowledge. I believe that so fervently, you have no idea. I hope you could learn to believe it yourself. Don't be oppressed by a lack of belief. Don't suppress your power due to a lack of belief. Choose your information based on your destination. All right, you're going, dude. The low ticker has not stopped in all of this, and the bonds are down again, or coming back up. But yeah, man, I know we're mid Philo, but this has still been going on since all the Iran stuff. But now, since here though, it is starting to turn risk off. So this is a first Philo, and then again, Bitcoin is back below the election level. That's what I was showing you during that. But yeah, man, it's the first time we've had a Philo not get a bounce. Ay. Oh yeah, bro. Choose your information based on your destination. That was the other banger. Again, I think the prescription of power says a lot. He prescribed you the word, bro. But where are you going? You know, you don't need to know every step, but you do need to know the destination. I would even argue if you don't know the next step, and sometimes if you don't see necessarily the path, that's kind of a good thing. Because that means you are on your own path. Amen. That's a beautiful thing, bro. It's just like that one analogy I told you. Imagine the man on the mountain, and you're on a boat in a river far down. Your perspective on that journey is a lot different than somebody looking at you down from the mountain. And so it's always a trip when I think about that one. But you do got to have some idea of the destination. But that's like he just said, though. Do you believe in the destination? That's the kicker right there. We were even talking about the long term today, saying, I don't know why people did this. I don't know why. Again, every day you probably see stuff in the market. You probably see stuff your whole life, both financially, life decisions. Why do people do what they do? And I would argue it's based off of belief. For real. Do you believe in the destination? I think I feel bad because I've always told you to aim for the goal and destination, and I know that principle works. But I don't know. Maybe we got to talk about believing in it. A true belief in the destination. That's why I'm saying it don't matter. You may not see the next step. You may not know. You're going on your path, but do you know the destination, and do you believe that you are going to get there? So I thought that was a good way to start it off. That was your little intro to Philo. And I think that was very important. And now I'm going to share with you a little bit more about what I believe. Because I got a lot of different beliefs, but there's one I think you may have heard me talk over and over again about the good old G-O-D. And you need it, my friend. Let me put it this way. First book of the Bible, Genesis. God created the heavens and the earth. Do you know what he did when he created man? When he created everything, the world? And that's why I liked that Miles Monroe when he said, you were not prescribed power. You were prescribed knowledge. You already have the power. When God created the earth, go back to the first text. He did not speak to what he was making. You know that? Did God talk to the earth? Did he spoke to what it came from? It's a very fascinating concept. He didn't say grass be made. He said the ground. He commanded the ground. He said bring forth the seed. He didn't say fish be made. He said ocean bring forth the fish. And then what did he do when he made man? He spoke to himself. He said, make man in the image of my likeness. Oh, Chad. Do you get it? He did not speak to what was being made. He spoke to where it comes from. And then guess what? Tell me, is this how life works? What he brought it from, it had to stay there. That's how it stayed living and connected. The grass had to stay in the ground. The fish had to stay in the water. So what does that mean for man? Had to stay connected to God. See, this is the part. I think this is now, you may not like me telling you need to stay connected to God. Sure. Some of you may be very encouraged by this and understand what to believe. But let me ask you this. Charlie Munger, invert it. How do you kill it? If I wanted to kill the grass, all I got to do is pull it out of the ground. If I wanted to kill a fish, what do I have to do? Take it out of the water. So if I wanted to kill man, what would I have to do? Separate it from God. Ta-da! So why am I telling you that? Invert it, bro. You want to know where to do good, where to do bad? It's very simple. Invert it and reverse it. If you get removed from... all you got to do is remove something to get rid of it. Remove it from where it came from. That is how you stop it. Guess what? That applies for both good and bad. From your behavior to beliefs, and they go hand in hand. It's very simple. Like I talked about this year, bro. One of the biggest philos, this hit me over the break, bro. I told you, the scattering the seeds, one of my favorite parables. But you got to focus on the soil, the land. Where does it come from? Charlie Munger, invert it all. You want to stop something? You want to keep it going? Focus on where it comes from. Nothing else. Don't tell me. I mean, the effect is one thing, but have you taken it back to where it comes from? And then again, that's how we operate. Whatever the behavior is, all you got to do is remove it from the environment. Remove it from where it came from. Take the grass out of the ground, the fish out of the water, it dies. And then again, there's a reason why I'm talking God all the time. There's a reason why I like life. I don't like it that much because we're going somewhere. But there's a man, you want to stay aligned, you want to know your goal, you want to enjoy it all. I mean, connect to God. I've been saying this for years, every day at 10 a.m., baby. It makes sense with the logic. You stay connected to where you came from. You want to get rid of stuff too? Just disconnect it from where it came from. Very simple. It's very simple. I mean, no, it's true, bro. Look around. How many people you see? You know what people keep talking about? Files. Epstein files. You know, how many examples do we need to see, bro? You could have everything in the world. All money is going to buy you is unhappiness. I don't know if y'all know that. You know that? That's the only thing you could buy, and you can't buy your way into anything else out of this world. For most people, it seems like it has only bought them unhappiness and leading them down a path. Yes, you need money. It helps. But there's a certain moment, bro. It's not, you'll realize this life is not all money. Go ask somebody who's sick if all they wanted was money. They said, all I want is my health. All I want is my family. Do you not get it? There's more to life. You are just passing through. What are you connected with? And if you get separated from that connection, I mean, that's the way to kill it. So yes, you have a power. You are made in God's image, his likeness. He spoke to where everything came from. The water, the ground, and God. You come from God. You stay connected to that, you're going to understand this. You stay disconnected from that, you're going to kill that power inside of you. It's not like, that's your choice. And same thing, bro. I love it because you could take this concept and then just start chopping it down. Any behavior, any habit, you tell me whatever it is, bro. It's fine. But like I'm telling, where did it come from? You want to keep doing it, keep it in that ground. Keep it in that ocean. Keep it to where it came from. You want to stop it, all you got to do is remove it. I mean, easier said than done, but I mean, at least you know. And then again, what do you believe? If you believe what I'm telling you right now, you will act on it. Your behavior, are you convicted by it? Not convicted like make you feel bad. Do you believe it? And that's the thing. I mean, I like what he said, bro. I like what Miles Monroe just told you guys, because I agree with it. I think education sometimes is the biggest oppressor. Because what you start to learn and believe, that's going to dictate what you get convicted on and then how you behave and how you act. So you got to think about it, man. And you got to learn this on your own. That's why come on. I hope y'all could give me the credit for that. Because I know I have strong beliefs. I know you listen and I know I share it with you. But at the same time, this whole time I've been telling you, you need to get this on your own. I don't want you to believe what I believe just because I'm saying it. That's why he said, bro, you could learn all the techniques in the world. You could listen to the greatest things ever and still walk out a follower. No, I don't like that. I've been telling you that. You need to be able to have a belief and conviction so that you start to control it in your life. So that you get the same exact power that anybody who has walked and believed in this same way has received. Because it is freely and equally given. So, Chad, God bless you. The sooner you realize this than not, God bless you. And God bless America. And whatever you want to stop, remove it from where it came from. I mean, you want to really experience life, go back to where you came from. Stay connected. It's very, very simple. Disrupt your hearing, disrupt your belief, disrupt your conviction. It's going to change all of that. So take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And yes, don't panic too much, man. Don't panic too much on the market. But yeah, we're still just slowly melting down. I'll get you a song, but nothing's happened ever since. It was all Iran, and then otherwise just tech sell-off. A little bit of rotation, but last like 10, 20 minutes of Philo. Staples came down a little bit, but until those go really risk off. I think the weirdest part is the bonds, dude. Those usually don't go up when we sell like this, but it is a 2% day on the NASDAQ. Again, even the defense stock started to chill out, but sadly, it was a tech, Europe tech. Again, software, corporate bonds, those are not hot as well. But this has kind of just been the slow meltdown. But there is more names still green, I believe. I'll double check. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll get you a uncle, son. Uncle, well, no, uncle, not a son. But yeah, okay, yeah, you get it.
You know what I'm saying? But if you blessed enough to have a dream, chase it, bro.
I had a dream like Martin, then I heard a couple stories. Never met my heroes, never had one. Never wanted things I never had, son. I got it, then I grabbed them. Looking back, these bitches shout these sad. Good more, don't ignore your sword for the war. Armor's no good if you leave that shit at home. I don't care if that match up with the drum. I ain't young, I ain't care about looking dumb. Out my way, we could talk when I'm done. Does it look like I'm finished? Even if I was, dog, I do my own dishes. Why the fuck you in my business? I ain't tryna be a menace. Need a couple minutes with your talking and your bitching. Just show me that you don't get it, look. Now I wasted your time trying to reprimand. Explain the basic shit so you could understand. I ain't being mean the way I teach. The big leagues ain't throwing underhand. Not the bad guy, I'm the best coach that you ever had. Something like LaMelo's dad. Mama was an immigrant, $5 an hour working with Brillo pads. We got some things we shouldn't have. So I could feel down, but I don't ever think I'm really sad. Life a miracle, but I won't give you one. But I could teach you shit, and you'll walk away with dividends. Wish you'll buy more, and then you'll wish you did it young. You missed the first harvest, but tell me about the second one. Trying to build while looking at the clouds. I'm looking at my hand, then I'm looking at the ground. Peter walked on water, but fell. When he looked around, I heard that story all my life. I think I start to get it now. Slow in the fast lane, answers in my last name. They really didn't listen, that's a damn shame. But that don't mean my plans changed. Maybe just the landscape did what I said without a handshake. 3,004 an ounce, that sound like a fair rate. Word is gold, they only kept theirs too late. So I'm out with your new face. A snake can move a few ways. And life a bitch that lie about how the fruit tastes. Welcome back. It's a cult, baby. Yeah, Boston Chris, they said a crash. I kept the band, so limber cash. I kept it cool, was moving fast. I came with nothing left with the bag. You should do the math, I ain't pulling back. I'm pulling up, you pulling that. I double down, then double day. I changed the plan, I don't fuck with that. Nah, this should be your motivation. Balance, growth, and values. I ain't talking about it, stop rotation. Price is going up, but that ego also got inflation. Told you it was tough, but it's different when you finally face it. Take it, fuck complacent, get your patience. If it reset what you making, cause it hasn't taken place yet. When it does, you can't replay it. So I hope them words you saying don't come back to harm you later. This a vicious game we playing, but we in it though. Put me in the dictionary and that's the fucking getting it, bro. Please don't get it twisted, that's the man who leaving when we's broke. I just kept it simple, nothing special, just the shit we sown. Tell me why you bitching, everybody giving 24. So use it wisely, it's surprising how much time to waste despising. That could really tilt the balance or could kill you at the margins. Beg your pardon, I ain't never beg, I planned it and I got it. Long time Luka Doncic with the options, I'm Giannis. Feel like Jokic with deposits, I'm a holder, you a talker. Getting older and I'm wiser, I can run it like Elijah. You can't tell me that I heated if you've never been through fire. Whoa, I'm the favorite to the yes before a favorite. You got motive, not no motivation. Stop with all the faking, thought I told you. When I'm finished, then you gonna hear me say they can't do it how I done it. They still tryna make the payments. So fuck it up, yeah, that's the plan. I ain't watching them, I watch the end. I short the top, then bite
Balance, growth, and values. I ain't talking about a stock rotation. Oh, man. Dog, they're going to the moon right now, too. I know the market's not, but take a deep breath. Take a stand back. You are back to Thursday. So we've been here, you guys. We've been here. Like I'm saying, the only thing that's actually pretty different about today is the bonds. So that's the only thing that I'm not that's the only like risk on factor that's a little different today. But essentially, as long as the staples are up and you still got those other couple hundred names, notice that the dollar is not moving, dying, nor strengthening. But yeah, the Dow still has a couple of leaders there. And then again, the SPY, you're still about 250. So you had about like 40 names start to slip there a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it could be a lot of reasons. If anything, I think it's a bigger tech imbalance. But this second half of the day started with Iran. Again, just some of the tensions there. Obviously, the market could get over it pretty quickly like it did over the weekend. But for the most part, though, now, equal weight dropped, and you have a couple of other, like, bigger value names holding. But then it's just, again, NVIDIA's down 3, 4. I know there's a lot of reasons people are looking at, but remember, we even talked about it. Software and those corporate bonds are getting clapped. NVIDIA, the little drama with OpenAI. There's a couple of things that are, like, circulating there. So mix that in with getting ready for earnings. I mean, I'm not too tripped out by it, but like I'm telling you, the bonds are fucking weird. That's the only part you guys got to realize. The dollar is not moving on a 2% day. Dollar is barely budging. And then you're telling me now they're actually treating the bonds as a safe haven when everybody for the last couple of years, even Ken Griffin today, have been talking mad shit about all of this. So yeah, that's the part that that's the only shocking part of the day to me, to be honest. Again, everything else, just remember, you're still in an earnings mode. It is pretty big now considering the Russell and the Dow flipped. But again, I mean, NVIDIA down 3, Microsoft down 3. Remember what happened that last Thursday? That was following the Fed, but that was, what's it called? That was your boy Microsoft. Remember, that was a big effect on there. So we will see, my friends. We will see. So there's a lot of possibilities, but it's not the only thing risk on is the bonds. It's not even up. Like if the bonds closed 1%, I would really be tweaking. But again, that's the only surprising part of the day right now. I mean, I would like to say, I don't know if is gold and silver still, yeah, they're still in the green, and they're all, gold is up 5.6%. So those are still in that range there. Trump's ceremony moving up. And then again, you got that Santander buyout. Was it WSB, WBS? Oh, yeah, they open. So, yeah, they're up 10% off that buyout. I think Bitcoin is part of it. Again, we had the good manufacturing data, too, and that could explain some of this, like, rotation or stronger rotation. But, yes, Bitcoin is back to the election level. You guys realize that? That's crazy. So, remember, election was like 60 to 70,000, and then it ran up. I mean, I vividly remember that one. But yeah, that started to really go, but that coming back down, I mean, it's kind of highlights, if you do believe that gold and silver is the biggest thing, that could highlight some of the liquidity risk off stuff. But like I'm saying, the bonds are just, that reaction today is odd. Other than that, I still think this is mix of the bigger tech names kind of having the 7 versus the 493. It's weighing on you a little bit more. But we'll see over these next couple days, and then we're just back to the same level the last time Microsoft did do something similar. Yeah, the government keeps buying the treasuries, or the treasury keeps even buying their own shit, and then you have the pseudo QE, but I don't think that's affecting it too much. It's just the way, like I'm saying, right when that news came out, the bonds got a bid. It was smaller, and I was laughing. I was like, why the fuck are they buying the bonds? You haven't seen that in a minute. And then it came down, and then once again, we start selling off. You've seen a lot of rotation today. You've seen people rotate out of tech into the staples and some of these more defensive companies, that not the pew-pew defensives, but defensives like cyclicals, and then even rotating a tiny bit into the bonds. But like I'm saying, though, the biggest difference over the last couple of days, the dollar did not budge. So last time on Thursday when the market just knifed, dollar rocketed up there after getting clapped a little bit, and it was off of the lows. Then the next couple of days it ran, but this time the dollar's not moving at all. So unless we're going to get something overnight, and to consider how big a story the dollar has been, no, the dollar is kind of removed there from crypto. Crypto's been removed from everything this last year. That's what we talked about. I think the only sign of life crypto might get in the next couple of weeks, if it has a chance to respond to everything, it's going to be the manufacturing leading into a real run it hot and a real risk on. But other than that, can I show you? I'll show you again. I showed this one yesterday. This is probably one of my favorite videos and comments. I love this one, bro. So dollar, act as a dollar debasement trade or be Bitcoin. And then this is Bitcoin. So yeah, I know that's why Bitcoin, we'll talk about it once we see, but it's been doing this for like a year, dog. I love it. So yeah, man, it hasn't really responded to anything. What I think about buying Bitcoin at 50K or less? $1, Bob. $1. No, I don't know. It just depends where everything settles. I mean, you know, my whole game plan, and I think I've been explaining it clearly for a lot of people. I do hope, you know, you don't have to listen. I may be wrong, but at the same time, I think it's just, I am going to snipe whatever quality opportunities remain at the time. So as long as there's good quality up, I mean, I'm not attracted to the growth until there's no more opportunities and quality. And then once that gets away, then yeah, we'll see where everything's at. And then too, you know, part of one of my bigger theses here for this year, we're either going to have to run it hot and it works, the big beautiful bet pays off. Otherwise, I think you're going to have an opportunity to scoop a lot more things at way better prices. But yeah, so as long as there's other quality there, though, I'm not like, you know, I'm fine missing out, especially if we could utilize our dollar and make it really stronger at the right moment. And that's by buying quality when it's down. And then just look, like I was saying today, for your long terms, look at any of those long terms that we've been picking up. It's been going up. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at if you really think this is a risk-off day, and even though it is down 2%, which is quite a lot, just know, SPY, you're getting more volatility. And now look at the dollar, see if that reacts. But literally, the whole thing is like, if it's risk on, there's a set of names that have just kept going up. And that's something I'd want in my portfolio, especially with how we are right now. But vice versa too. Eventually there'll be a time when all of those are up too much, and then the growth names will be screaming, you know, buys left and right when nobody wants them, kind of like we did a couple years ago. So I'm patient, but I'm watching it all, and we're watching the Bitcoin and all of that. But you know, we don't need to strike too soon, especially when just again, there's some good value out there. It's slowly dwindling away. I don't know if that's even a word. But yeah, again, SPY's going down now. Like I'm saying, it's already been down, but that candle's getting better or bigger. But like I say, the dollar kind of reacted. Oh shit, dude. You see the low ticker is just flashing through right now. No, we don't give a F, and we don't give up. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that one with the VIX, like I'm saying, we'll see any of these other risk-off factors, but yeah, look, staples are catching a bid, though. They're rotating. Remember that other theme that we talked about. They rotate, not retreat. So again, it feels big just because of, I think, all the other the NASDAQ or the NVIDIAs and Microsoft, but they're clearly buying something else. But then the dollar today in bonds, that's your weirdest part in the last week. Because we've seen this level, we've seen this sell-off, but the dollar and bonds were less reactionary, and dollar was more reactionary. Again, Microsoft's down 3, NVIDIA's down 3, and then a whole host of software names are just getting demolished. So add that to the mix, and then you got one whole side of the economy doing good. Damn, it's already February. I think, what's it called? S&P tech stocks are down 3%. So NASDAQ's actually holding up a little bit better. Kind of crazy, but this is, again, it is primarily concentrated in tech and growth. Hey, yo, my chart shows that now, too? What the fuck? I thought y'all were tripping. I thought that was only on, like, Webull and shit. Yeah, why does my SPY chart show that now? My SPY chart shows the 70 print. The fuck? Hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to see where we're at. Oh, that sucks. I was saying, did we go negative on the year? I doubt it, but... Yeah, remember that Greenland shit? We had a little bit more. I guess we started up pretty high, I guess. Yeah, so you're close to going break even on the year, on the S&P. No, we don't give a F. IBM down 10. Yeah, that'll help out. Correct the bar? Why I have to correct it? For tips? I mean, right now is a very good buyer's market for real estate. If that's what we've been talking about it the last couple days. Just don't overpay. I mean, I would be like, I'm not looking to buy I would not pay 2021, 2022, even 2023 prices. But, you know, find the houses and the people who are motivated and want to sell quick, they will give you a good deal. And then you want to rent single family, check Craigslist and Zillow. That's how you could get a good idea of the rents. But be careful on Craigslist. Don't wander too much. Or you'd be like, maybe I should rent out the house. And they just don't go on rooms wanted, okay? Just do not go on rooms wanted. A lot of reasons today, but like one half of it was just kind of tech rotation, bigger tech sell-off. And then, you know, again, the staples were catching a bid. Then we had a Iran headline, and that kind of sparked another wave. But like I'm saying, the weird part today is the bonds actually acting risk off and catching a bid. And then the dollar, though, this time is not moving. But I would argue just a bigger tech sell-off. And then it could, I mean, I think the thing people aren't talking about, all the NVIDIA headlines. People, again, NVIDIA, Jensen, some of this OpenAI drama, mix it in with the corporate bonds and software stocks doing bad. Yeah, it's not pretty. No, we don't give a F, and we don't give a what. I think the long term's still pretty good, believe it or not. Let me see. I think I just flipped red. Yeah, I'm down now on the day. Performance. Year to date. Damn, son. Year to date, we're still up 9% on the big account. Well, praise the Lord. That's crazy. And then 3.8 on the small account. So yeah, we're still up for now. We started off the year with a nice little gain. So I wouldn't trip too hard. Will war raise Bitcoin? At this point, I don't know. I think Bitcoin just needs like hotness. You know, I think a hot economy, people feeling more risky, that has always helped Bitcoin. But at this point, the last year, any of the other connections of like geopolitics, dollar, gold, that just hasn't really played out for Bitcoin. So and again, a lot of people are aware of that. So it's just a matter of, you know, I think one of the last saving graces of Bitcoin is going to be risk on. Like, again, that's why the ISM manufacturing, if that leads to a nice trend, if you could get the economy broadening out, tech not fully dying, and people feeling, you know, one domino leading to the next, that'll help Bitcoin. But until then, it's not the Bitcoin has been pretty immune to almost every theory in the last like 12, 14 months. Again, it's back to the election level. That's the big development of today. I don't think people are given enough credit to. Because like I'm saying, bro, I remember from the election, it just rocketed up, bro, and it never came back down. I think you finally filled that gap. But yeah, you're back to literally November 4th, 2024. That's crazy. So yeah, that's a very interesting level. You got Chipotle after the bell, AMD, and then SMCI. I think it's 50-50. I think half of it's geopolitics. Again, you don't want the oil and all that shit, but oil kind of chilled out. I would say half geopolitics, but the ball was already rolling down the hill because of the, what's it called? The tech stock selling off. Just a bigger rotation. Again, the equal weight started dropping, but all you got to do, bro, just dump the fucking, you get everything dumping, and then we could fucking panic. But until then, I'm not really, again, there's a lot of evidence of rotating to other stuff. And that's where I think it started. Tech sold off, Microsoft, NVIDIA down 3. Like I just said, that NVIDIA drama, NVIDIA, Oracle fundraising, corporate bonds on software. I mean, shit, you can mix in some of the bank stuff too, both bank buyouts and all the other little mini bank failure. But for the most part, I do think software, tech, rotating out with a little cherry on top called earnings. I think that's kind of why we have this right now. But I'm not really, like I'm saying, until they start dumping defensives and cyclicals, I'm not tripping. But again, or if the bonds go up though, give me a nice little rocketed up of the bonds, I would be shocked. The bonds are near the low. Okay, VIX is still going, bro. This is its own little Iran candle. Same size. So again, you've been going in these like, what, 30-minute, hour blocks, and then it hits the low and then keeps going. VIX keeps rocketing up. But again, no other headlines. This has all been kind of the same momentum from the morning. But yeah, dude, we've done this several times, though. You know, this little back and forth fucking ping pong. You rocket back up, 2 days, bounce up, gap down, rip back up, bad earnings. So yeah, this is the Microsoft level. And then again, Microsoft is down 3. I would argue Microsoft's lower. Quickly, get to the bonds. Hurry, now. Let's go. 5%. Look. Oh my God, Microsoft lower. So yeah, it's lower than the earnings from Thursday. And remember, that was the last like day like this that you had. Microsoft was getting pummeled. February, I was telling y'all, February, let's get some fucking movement. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was saying this last night, bro, on the video. I said, hey, man, I don't care if it go up or down. Let's fucking shake some things up, man. Otherwise, it's going to be a boring-ass month. So, you know, I'm down with this. And remember, we started off yesterday. February, historically, is one of the second worst months. February and September has a little bit of a fighting chance during midterms. But other than that, man, this is, we'll take it. Yeah, they're saying AI disruption. Remember that Anthropic legal tool this morning? That was another thing killing some of those software companies as well. I mean, half of it's Iran, but even then, like, hypothetically, if Iran goes away tomorrow, this is all software and AI and rotation. That's just I would probably say that's the easier answer. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Where's the... Bro, how come nobody cares about the moon launch? Isn't this kind of sad? Everybody just want to doubt the moon landing? Did they delay it? They just got a rocket ship up. You guys don't want to see them go to the moon? House approves funds to end government shutdown. Sends to Trump for signing into law. Woo! No more half government shutdown. You still don't get the data. Oh, we don't give a F. We don't give a damn. You didn't know there was one? Yeah, they were talking about this. They're saying people don't care. All of a sudden, we're going to the moon and nobody If this was the 70s, bro, 60s, we'd be chilling, bro. A rotation from Japan to the Swiss franc? No, I think it's kind of more just the dollar stuff again, but there is definitely something with the Swiss franc, you know, the paper safe haven. That's been going on. And just don't forget, too, Swiss have a bunch of gold. It might be Nazi gold, but they still have it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm sure Japan contributes some part, but not all the way. Is this a bad day for a moon launch with the NASDAQ down 2.25? Well, yeah, we got the government shutdown, but it's ending. But yeah, that's it. We don't get it. It's all fake. So you guys think this one's fake? I mean, we have the tech now, but like, so you don't believe this one? No. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, maybe in the 60s, the 70s. I don't know if I didn't know they had DSL on the moon. But damn, y'all think this one fake? Y'all can't, damn, bro. Do y'all think I'm a real human then? How do you not know I'm not AI then? What the fuck? Y'all got a high standard then. What the fuck? What do you mean? So y'all think this one's gonna be fake? Oh my gosh. Who's gonna interfere with the Super Bowl halftime show? Egyptian AI? It could be. I mean, I was telling y'all about AI before AI. And I was, y'all, don't play with me. But hey, I guess. A delayed launch. You live 12 minutes, you're gonna go there? Give me a Twitch stream. I would say I'd be down, but like, I'm not going on no fucking spaceship. You know that? I ain't going on no spaceship. I am not down. I like the Earth, but space is kind of cool. That one C.S. Lewis book got me excited. I kind of want to see space, but not really. We don't give a F and we don't give a damn. High definition views from International Space Station. Dog, they said this one's fake, bro. That's crazy. I was kind of excited for this one. This is the space station. What am I looking at? This looks like Moltbot adult activity. Just tapping in. People are crazy. Oh man, yeah. I could be CIA. I do. I heard they hire a lot of Christians. And Jesus, I mean, Philo is the CIA operation. I would be down, though. I'd be down to work for the CIA. I'd just be a little conflicted. If they're like, Josh, we need you to act like Sexy Red. Okay, you need to stop promoting certain things to the youth. I'll be like, are you sure? Sign up for stake.com. You see what I'm saying? But, hey, man, I'd just rather throw Bibles at you. You know that? One day. I can't wait to see y'all. Come to the farm. I got one of those, like, you know, those t-shirt guns? I got one for Bibles. Be careful, though. It's a big air compressor. All right, man. Well, the government shutdown news, I don't know. Bonds came down, but this is all going to be the tech stocks. And then, see, honestly, though, here's your bad part. Because if you get little baby, like, stupid tech bounce, but then the staples go down with it, and then it flips, then it's not going to be good. Yeah, that would hurt. But, you know, the conviction, it's not soft, bro. It's not soft. It's a challenge. The road is narrow. Have you seen that AI video? They made the AI videos with the people getting knocked out from the t-shirt guns. I thought it was real the first time. I was like, that's aggressive. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know when they're going to launch this, but I think we need to bring awareness to it. Nobody cares anymore. Oh, we don't give a damn and we don't give a F. Your company had Sexy Red at your end of the year party? Like, actually, like they brought Sexy Red in? Where do you work? Cheetahs? What do you mean they brought in Sexy Red, bro? How is that at any corporate setting? What are you talking about? They're like, yo, okay, and after our yearly performance view, we're glad that you're all here. I'd like to present Sexy Red. Here you go, guys. Even if they played that on the aux, I would be a little concerned. They postponed the moon launch till March? What the fuck am I? I'm not sitting here for 3 months. This is bullshit. Wait, this has been streaming since January 26th? Oh, fuck these guys. That's why nobody cares. Man. This is bullshit. Did I watch the disaster cycle? No, what's that? I forgot what documentary I watched last. The memory chip shortage. Though that's been going on. I mean, word to SanDisk and all these other names. WDC, STX. But yeah, I still, we'll find out in the next couple quarters if that's going to be worse or not. You work for a weed company? I swear, bro, like last month, didn't you say you got like a data analyst job or something? And they're like, yeah, for weed. I'm like, wait, that's not what? You went to school with Vlad? I've heard he's a narc, but I don't know. That's crazy. If I watch Heretic, is that new? I've watched all the old Keanu Reeves devil movies. I fuck with those. Damn, y'all know. How do some of you know Sexy Red songs? I'm assuming you're saying play the song, but I don't even know. I don't know not one. Actually, is she the one? Forgive me with the something about a brown. Never mind. That's that. I don't even know the title if that's the title or not. But I'm not really. I'm not well versed in my Sexy Red discography. I don't know as much. Man, that's crazy. I said, so Lord, we're gonna have a baptism tomorrow. You know that? That's it, man. What does corporate America turn to? You feel like you can't believe in God if you believe humans landed on the moon? Okay, Pharisee, calm down. I live like, why y'all put so many restrictions on God, but y'all even read the Bible? Oh man, I don't want to hear it, man. You just open the door and now motherfucker's gonna be like, the firmament. He created the firmament. Oh wait, someone's at my door. I think it's my gardener. He's like, I heard y'all talking Sexy Red. Oh no. Oh, it was a package. I don't know. He might have. I don't know. He'd be like, we played it at my corporate event too, Joshua. I'm like, oh, fuck me, man. I'm like, okay, fine. I like, what's it called? I like Devil's Advocate. That's a good-ass movie, dude. With Keanu. Y'all should watch that. It's sad, though, because, like, you know, my girlfriend's a lawyer. So then I'm like, she's the devil. I'm like, you're in the space of the devils. I wanted to be a lawyer, bro. I'm like, oh, shit. This is scary. We don't give a, Evan. We don't give a damn.
400 points
All right,
on the
BRB.
Dow, down 0.8%.
You started going up.
The Nasdaq Composite
See what-
Index
is he either
down
gonna die with
442
Staples or
now,
it's
drop
all
there
over?
of 1.9%.
Burb.
The Nasdaq
Follow me on
100
Instagram, at the
Index
Trading
also
Fraternity.
down 1.9%, and the Russell 2000 Index of small cap shares right now down 0.7%. The 10-year 4.27%, but the 2-year 3.56%. Gold is surging 5.6%, 49.25 the ounce. Silver rebounding today, up 6.9%, 84.81 on silver. West Texas Intermediate crude up 1.6%, 63.14 a barrel. The big news, though, the sell-off today in Bitcoin now down by 4.5%, 74,857 right now on Bitcoin. Novo Nordisk says its sales will drop this year as its blockbusters Ozempic and Wegovy face ever tougher competition. Novo Nordisk plunging now by 14.4%. Among other big pharma names out with earnings, Pfizer shares. Pfizer right now down 3.9%. Merck after earnings up by 2.8%. Coming up after the close of trading, Advanced Micro Devices. I'm Charlie Pellet. That is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
Hey, thanks for that update, Charlie Pellet. Carol's just pulling it up on the terminal right now. We're looking at the latest coming out of Washington, that partial U.S. government shutdown. It's on track to end later today, this after the House passed a funding deal President Trump negotiated with Senate Democrats, Carol, overcoming opposition from both ends of the political spectrum.
All right, let's get the latest on that. We head to the Bloomberg News D.C. Bureau and to Megan Scully. She's BN, Bloomberg News Capital Influence team leader. Megan, good to have you here. All right, so walk us through what happened, what actually got done, and what happens from here.
So lots of drama on the Hill today. There were 2 votes on this measure. The first one, which was essentially a procedural hurdle, and that was the big one. And there were several ultra-conservatives in the House who wanted to withhold their votes. There were a lot of phone calls, a lot of arm twisting on the floor, promises made, deals made, and Republicans managed to get that procedural hurdle across the finish line. Next up was the bill itself, and that passed with some Democratic support. There were just shy of 24 Democrats who voted for this spending measure, which funds most of the government agencies that have gone unfunded for the rest of the year. Department of Treasury, Department of Defense, and several others. The Department of Homeland Security, however, is operating now on a 2-week stopgap as members of both parties try to negotiate to put some restrictions on ICE and Trump's broader immigration crackdown.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because that's only funded through February 13th, while the rest of the government is funded, as you mentioned, through the end of the fiscal year, September 30th. What are Democrats and Republicans like? What's the commonality in what they're looking for in terms of restrictions on ICE?
Well, there is not a ton of commonality. There are, I think that Democrats have put forth several demands, including ICE agents and Border Patrol agents that are in American cities, Minneapolis and elsewhere, taking their masks off. And that has been a non-starter with House Speaker Mike Johnson. We have seen the Department of Homeland Security actually came out yesterday and said that ICE agents will be wearing body cameras, which has been another point of contention. Some, but not all agents have cameras in the field. Something we've certainly gotten used to with local law enforcement in recent years is having these cameras for accountability purposes. We don't know the exact time frame on how they're going to get all of these agents in the field, these cameras, but that certainly would meet one of Democrats' demands.
I think it's
so
also
that would be.
Go
ahead.
No. Please finish.
So that I guess that would be the one area of commonality that has emerged so far.
I thought it was also interesting, right? Certainly was about the Office of Homeland Security coming off of what's going on in Minneapolis. But in the reporting that Bloomberg did, it also noticed, Megan, that some conservatives opposed the bill because they wanted to include changes to election laws that would have scuttled the measure in the Senate. Several conservatives also argued against approving the measure because it contains some spending increases and pet projects backed by Democrats. So there's other things that kind of came at play here. And I think
All right, my bad. We were having fun. The market got a little bounce. Everybody calmed down. That's it. The Uber bears disappeared for 5. They'll be back in a couple minutes if this goes down. But other than that, my friends, I hope y'all doing good. I mean, I don't know, bro. I live in California. You know how many dumbasses I see walking around with a mask still? I even asked my girl. My girl tried. She was like, well, maybe they're just sick and they don't. I'm like, maybe, but they're alone in a car right now. I don't get it. But yeah, man, it's still, I see people wear masks a lot. I got freaked out once a couple months ago, like towards Christmas, bro. I swear, I was like, nah, they're up to something. Because, bro, I was at Costco and I saw so many people wearing a mask. I was like, what is happening? I was like, I don't know, man. That was a weird time. But I guess. But now they're like, ICE wears a mask. You can't do that. It's good. I mean, I never was down with the whole trend of like wearing ski masks in public. I think it's called a baklava. I'm like, that's a Middle Eastern dish, sir. Oh, I love baklava. Oh, baklava. You know those are like $50. I saw last time I was at Dick's Sporting Goods. I was buying a basketball, and a bunch of these little white kids were buying fucking $70 baklavas for the night. I'm like, and they lock them up too. I'm like, you guys, what are you guys doing, bro? But they seemed hard. They seemed, yeah, the shiesties. Is that what it is? I think the people really, that was a good vertical there for Nike. People love them. Uber Bear checking in. Nice. How are you? Just a quick question. How do you go places from an airport? Carriage? I love Uber, man. But then again, I bought it at like $20, so I'm not the guy to ask. But yeah. Oh, they're sick, all right. They probably are. Meeting between White House envoy and senior officials concludes. Didn't Trump say he was going to go at 2 p.m. or it's already 2:30? Oh, we don't give a F and we don't give a damn. We don't give a F and we don't give a damn. Oh, Super Bear? Oh, not like Uber? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, do you not? Because have you ever been in a cab coming home from an airport? They get so scammy. But then Ubers too, bro. I don't know. That's it. My last time, actually, I was driving in a Waymo, now that I think about it. So, holy fuck. The world is changing. Guy in her building wears a gym mask since COVID. You don't know what he looks like. I mean, I liked it for a little bit. I told y'all during 2020, like, I was such a mask fish, you know, because like the upper half of my face looks gorgeous. So like when I wear a mask, the girls couldn't tell I was ugly. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's a two-way street because I couldn't tell that they were ugly either. So it caused a lot of just, yeah, difficult drama. But yeah, I liked it for a little bit, but then I got over it. You used to love haggling with Tahoe and Suburban drivers when the Uber first came out. I remember when Uber first came out. It was a good time, bro. I remember when we were terrified of it, though. So, like, I remember people are like, watch out, they're going to rape you. You're like, what? Ah, bro, I remember we have learned to accept Uber very, very quickly, actually. Now, dude, there used to be so much more, like, fear behind Uber. Now everybody's like, you're like, oh, yeah, it's an Uber. Oh, Uber for kids. Okay. So it's fine. But nah, dude, we were tripping out in the beginning. It was scary. Kwong says NVIDIA plans to invest are on track. Up to. I said up to. Big difference. And we don't give a F. We don't give a damn. Media is trying to front run a bad earnings on CMG, or do you think the market, the NASDAQ sold 2.5 off guacamole? But no, I think Chipotle might do good. You guys want to know why? They stopped giving you buy one, get one frees on DoorDash. That's dope. I'm telling you, when it was back down here, bro, every day on Chipotle, they'd be like, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. But now they stopped the buy one, get one free. We don't give a damn. You got one last month? Oh, shit. What the fuck? How come I ain't get one in a minute? You've never had a BOGO? Dog. I swear, I never had that much Chipotle in my life. End of last year, bro, it was buy one, get one every day. You would get a burrito, you get a quesadilla. How do you think I discovered the honey Chipotle vinaigrette? It was so good. Is it honey Chipotle? I think it was so good. No, we don't give a F. We don't give a damn. Beyond what? Nothing. I know Wendy's had a pop and lock. They kind of hustled. Well, Chipotle's after the bell. So get ready. Is this Disney?
On the theme parks and that business, and she said they're adding.
I can't tell if this is a random analyst
to
or
grow in this area, that it could be as much as 70%.
He don't look like he runs.
It kind of makes.
Bitcoin could have been made by JE. I mean, y'all know I said that a couple months ago, and some people got mad. But that was my first tinfoil right when the first emails came out, and I laughed. And I'm like, oh shit. But we don't talk about it. So it's a touchy subject, man. It's sad because it's not like the whole idea of this like evil rapist dude and fucking weird blood drinker. That's not what freaks people out. They're just mad about their bag. So so that's what makes it a touchy subject. That's as ironic as that sounds. The CMG by your pad is horrible. I feel like it's hit or miss, man. But they've stepped it up though. After, remember when people would record them? Food delivery was sus. Oh, it still is. My mom, bro, I explained to my mom. I'm like, no, it comes in a package with a sticker. She said, wow, really? But yeah, no, my mom don't trust any of that. You know that? I've ordered my mom a Uber like maybe 2 or 3 times. Like if she's ever like traveled like to see my sisters, I would get her like a Uber. And then I got her an Uber once because there was just so much traffic. I was like, Mom, you have to. And then I had to put in the instructions, do not speak to her, because my mom will get paranoid. I don't. You guys think I'm paranoid, man. You should meet my mom's a sweet angel, bro. But she's like, if you ask her, if you're like, oh, where are you from? She'd be like, why do you want to know? If you know that, last time she got mad because the Uber asked her how many kids she has. Why does that matter? Why how many kids? She don't even like it when like Egyptian people do that. When they ask her like where in Egypt she was from, she said, no, why do you need to know? So yeah, bro. I have to tell the Uber specific instructions. Do not speak. She will get out of the car. She'll say, stop it. Now, I need to go. You'll go on a Waymo before you go on an Uber? The fuck you mean? You've never been on an Uber in your life? You're lying. How? What the fuck do you do when you land at an airport? What do you mean? You're lying, bro. You've never been in a Lyft? You've never been in a rideshare service? How? You rent a car? What? Dog, that's a lot. That's a lot of work, and it's a lot more expensive. What do you mean you rent a vehicle and put insurance? How have you been 25 years old your whole life? What? What do you mean? Have you never been in a fucking Uber? I don't believe that. You have to have been in an Uber one time. You never had a friend who's like, oh, we gotta go. Okay, there's an Uber. That's amazing. You'll show my Uber. So how you got an Uber account and never been on an Uber? You only use Uber Eats? Oh, yeah, you already knew what I was going to ask. Yeah, that's the funny part. My dad liked Uber, but that feels so bad for the Ubers. It's a very big difference. My dad will talk a Uber's ear off. You know that? One day, the other day, the fucking, there was like one of those Costco booths, and the motherfucker made a mistake of trying to sell my father. He talked to that guy for like 30 minutes, asked him where he was going when he died. He did the whole thing. I was like, oh man, bro. I got to finish all my shopping, and I came back, and my dad was he was still just talking to homeboy. You've never been in an Uber? I can't tell if y'all are too young or too old. What do you mean you've never been in? What is this fucking pandemic going on? You guys have never been. I don't know if you are a boomer or if you are a child. How have you never been in an Uber? This is why I bought Uber, bro. I was like, what do y'all mean you never been in an Uber? I guess Uber does. Well, listen, have you ever heard? Do you know how the app works? I think y'all would be amazed to find out, bro. Oh, y'all missed it, bro. There was a time where you were able to share a Uber with random people. You know that? Didn't they get rid of that? Y'all remember Uber Pool? That shit was crazy. I took one Uber Pool in my life. It was extremely awkward. But yeah, that was shit. You spent $2, bro. You could sit in the middle of randoms. It was nice, bro. That's amazing, bro. You did it in Miami? I did it in LA. It was not fun, but it was like funny. It was fat. I wanted to try it, but yeah. Or then we would do two. You could get like you and your friend pop up in it, and then you like, that's it. Then there's just one person in the back with you. That's crazy. Cardio is good for you. I agree, but y'all not running home from the airport. Can we stop the cap? What's happening, bro? Y'all, y'all listen, I'm gonna go get a Uber affiliate code. Y'all have never been in an Uber? Y'all realize, okay, like $10, you could go $5. You don't recall the song Uber Everywhere? Oh my gosh. That song was made by a 16-year-old. How? This don't make any sense, you guys. Where do you all live? Never used it. You got your own car. I don't know. I have a car too, you guys. I guess I don't know. I used it. I don't use it as much. I only use it when I like travel. That's what I'm saying, bro. I used it in fucking Mexico. You use it in Europe. It's literally everywhere. That's why I'm like, what? Because I don't like, dude. Even then, I was sketched out by the Ubers in Mexico, but I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking drive a giant Toyota van. I'm not trying to do this right now. But like, man, I don't know. They still have pool in Arizona and New York. Oh, you guys should try that. That's a fun time. Just don't get stabbed. Well, I like Waymo. That's crazy. Some of you will be in a Waymo before ever riding a Uber. That's mind-blowing. Uber's only expensive if you're getting a... Damn, NVIDIA is double dumping. So again, those Jensen comments did not save. So watch out, like I'm saying here. Because if tech starts to come down, and then the staples come down with it, it'll be an ugly close. You'd rather drive yourself? I feel, man. So how much is it to put your car in the carry-on? The fuck are you guys saying? Do y'all never, nowhere? That's it. I was in college. Did you guys drive drunk? Do you guys not? Well, do you guys not have crazy parking? I guess maybe it's a California thing. Because here, it'll cost you as much to park your vehicle as it would to drive somewhere. These guys, that's cheaper than a car payment. I don't travel. I travel like once, if that. Y'all, you ain't never been to Las Vegas? I mean, where else is Uber mandatory? Any airport. Actually, Ubers are hella inconvenient, though. If you go to the wrong airport, bro, they make you hike like a mile to get to the Uber pickup. And it's terrible. That's amazing, bro. We got they playing Sexy Red at fucking corporate events. And now we got a set of the youth who's I don't even know how old you guys are. And y'all never been in an Uber? That's crazy. That's cool. Now if y'all come to the farm, I got something to we're taking an Uber, guys. You can be like, whoa. I'll show you, man. I'll be like, yeah, I don't know the guy. He's just gonna show up. It's pretty exciting. It's the first time you try it. You don't know if you're gonna get killed or not. It's kind of exciting. Well, Trump was supposed to go live 40 minutes ago. It's supposed to be later, then they moved it up. Now people are talking about the Iran drone again. Why Airbnb clapped? I don't know the stock reason, but I'm sure someone's be like, I've never stayed in an Airbnb. But that's more common. Let's see. I like Airbnbs, but they're just dusty. Even my Airbnbs are dusty. When I stay at my own Airbnb, I'm like, it's dusty. I don't know how to describe it. They got a price target raise. Yeah, it could just be travel and tech. Healy everywhere. Yeah, there you go. That's probably the best answer. You could leave the plane, start healing. What's an Airbnb? A SWE? They got Airbnb sex work? What? No, software engineer. Oh, okay. I said, wait a minute, because it's a travel app. I'm like, wait, I've never heard of this. I know they added services, but nah, man, what the fuck? I was about, you ain't never been in an Uber, but you down to do that? This is bullshit. NVIDIA and Microsoft are just dumping, though, while we are talking about all of this. Software engineer. Yeah, dude, you know it's like elite. They're elite out there, bro. The software, people say Airbnb is the leader of design now that Tim Cook killed everything. Yeah, Amtrak. Fuck yeah, that's what I'd take. I'd leave the airport and get on the Amtrak. Fuck an Uber. We'll be right here, Uber. Uber everywhere. Snoop lit up a blunt in your corporate team meetings. You make the Snoop wine. That makes more sense. Okay? Snoop Dogg smoking a blunt. You work for a Snoop Dogg company. I could get behind that. But again, the other one, I wasn't really following. He said, yeah, we played Sexy Red at our end of the year party. Oh, yeah. I should have asked what the reaction was. Uber paid your friend $20K for their driver running a stop sign and crashing into him? Was he in the car or outside of the car? Because, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed if I've never been ran over by an Uber driver. That's it. I've just had weird conversations. But then again, I guess I'm lucky to be a male. Yeah, why do you only settle for $20K? I like $20 million. Natural gas explosion in Holly Beach in Johnson Bay, Louisiana. Hazmat teams en route. See if UNG moves off of it. But again, just watch out if staples go down. Bonds are still up at the weird risk reaction. No dollar move. Yeah, we'll see. Biden took a train, yeah. Horseback. You know, they had horses in New York. I was tripping out. I was like, we got that at the farm, son. You know that? You know Central Park? It's like gravel for the horses. It was majestic, dude. I didn't get in one though. I wasn't feeling it. But they're fun to look at. And we don't give a F and we don't give a damn. Another little bond tick up. A driver who pulled over Snoop not to smoke? No way. Dude. I had a driver in Mexico who picked us up from the airport. And dude, this was the funniest driver ever because he told me he drove LeBron James. In the first half, I was like, all right, man. And then homeboy shows me selfies with LeBron. But then he ended it with, he's a bad tipper. I said, what? He said, yeah, very cheap. Very, very cheap. I said, okay, fuck. So then he just thought I was a weird looking era, but I made sure I tipped him. I was like, I'm going to make sure he likes me more than LeBron. But yeah, apparently LeBron's a bad tipper. That's the word on the street. I didn't believe him at first, but he showed facts, bro. He had evidence. Compton has a horse parade? Dude, there was a rodeo in San Diego the other day. I didn't see any horses. All I saw was a bunch of people wearing cowboy hats. But apparently there was a rodeo in downtown. I never went on a combi when in Mexico. What's the fuck's a combi? Combi? Man, you ain't going on a Uber. What's a combi? He's gonna be like, yeah, it's a traditional Mexican travel by horse and sombrero. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? What's a combi? I didn't even do the zip line. I didn't do none of it. I don't think I did anything crazy. A van that drive. Oh, I went in one of them. Yeah, I went in at least one of them, but like that, I didn't like them as much, cause then it was just too much. It felt so big, and it was just me and my girlfriend. I felt bad. NQ went green to red. Yeah, I mean in the morning, dude, you were up by like 0.5. I've been in the tuk-tuk in Asia. I fuck with tuk-tuks, bro. No one that's interacted with LeBron has spoken positive of him. Just fucking great basketball player, though. Bad tipper story is a wicked way to get someone to tip you more. It worked. Because I was like, I ain't going down like LeBron. And he showed me a picture of LeBron. So that's why I was like, what? It was him and LeBron at LeBron's house in Mexico. I was like, dog, okay, fine. I feel, bro, I feel. Combo van. Oh, combo. He said combi. He made it sound fucking exotic. Combo van. That makes a little more sense. It's combi. Oh, man, y'all confusing me. Damn it, I didn't say I was in an Uber. That's it, bro. But I can't expose too much. Cause then you guys are gonna find the driver. Cause we did a photo shoot. We don't kidding. LeBron was a dick. You knew him back from Ohio? When he would go out, he was an ass? Well, yeah, bro, like, dog. From age 16, they're like, he's the greatest in the world. That's it. When I was 16, they were like, you're short and have a big nose. I was like, okay, fine. So I could only imagine what that must have been like. But, you know, I had a couple years of stocks under my belt there. I should have known. We were going places. He's been balding since 12. Hey, man, so have I. Okay, I don't got a jumper. I can't dunk. Yeah, we took a Greyhound to the Amtrak. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck your Uber. Josh. X is committed to defending fundamental rights of users. French judicial authorities raided X Paris office today. Genuine tips you $1 at the valet. Is he the one who made, were you like, oh, I like it like that? Is that the same Genuine, or am I tripping? What did he tip and who was the judge? I didn't get that into it with him. He was a cool driver. I liked him. He was a nice guy. The old VW van. I've seen those. I thought it was just like a Toyota one. You saw Brawny at a golf store? I like Brawny. I have high hopes for Brawny. I like LaMelo more. I think LaMelo's the future of the NBA. But you know, Brawny's working his way up there. That's it. You should have kept him in college for a year, but if my dad was LeBron. Yeah, bro. NVIDIA took another 2% in that last 30 minutes. So that, I'm surprised the market didn't go down more. So you probably have something else coming back up. 249. Yeah, 17 green on the Dow. NASDAQ 69 in the red. 2 more actually went red. And then SPY. Yeah, you had 20 names go green on the SPY. So 20 names down, up, and then 1 NVIDIA and Microsoft down. Kind of keeping you at the same place. It's not Ja Rule. Oh, Pony. Yeah, there you go. Jump on it. Let's do it. Say 10% long term. I'm sorry. My long term. Yo savings. No, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, wow. It's not even power hour yet, man. We still got another hour of this. Bronny at USC? No, Bronny's in the NBA. Yeah, Juvenile sung slow motion. So I got confused. Genuine. Wow. Microsoft, beginning of the end. If beginning of the end, if the trend continues. But then again, at the same time Microsoft reported, you had Meta. And Meta was fine. Meta made money. They spent more. Again, we'll find out with Google. But so far, it's not like... That's been the big concern since end of last year. The Oracle, the spending, the bubble stuff, all of that. So it's going to be the worry. Remember, AI sell-off. It's exactly what happened last Thursday. So we just kind of got into it. But then that was very reminiscent of the end of last year. I work to get here. My name isn't Bronny. Sorry, Bronny. Is his name actually Bronny, though? Is that like a government name? Bronny? It's kind of cool. Very unique. I'm going to name my son Joshi with a Y. Kevin Garnett tips you 120 on Uber Eats. Yeah, bro. Kevin Garnett he's the GOAT, bro. Big fan of Kevin Garnett. Where was it? Minnesota or Boston? Which Kevin? Oh, it's LeBron Jr.? Okay. So Bronny's a nickname. I would say that's a crazy government name, dude. Bronny? LeBron Jr. He should have called him LeBron the Second. I think that sounds more sophisticated. OG Minnesota Garnett. Oh, classic, dude. You know, Kevin Garnett, bro. Through the NBA Live years, he was always a great pickup. Can I go over the 10Q on Rambus? No, I don't really follow it. Rambus. But it sounds like one of those software names. And probably part of what we've had happen here. I could go over the earnings real quickly. But I'm not going to do a deep dive on the fucking 10Q. I could do like a 1Q, 2Q, you know? Wait, yeah, no, their earnings was yesterday. It looks, I don't know what their estimates were, but it seems decent. But then again, as one of these, yeah, it seems like to be a software company. Let me see, because that would match up with a lot. No, semiconductor. Smart sensors and memory. But again, these small caps, not NVIDIA, have been clapped too. The sell-off, it wasn't really triggered by anything. Just today from the morning, it was a giant rotation. I mean, there has been bad headlines in AI, corporate credit, software, and then there was a big rotation in the like defensives and cyclicals. Then you had the Iran drama that shot things down. Bonds got a little bit of a fear bid, but staples held up. The rotation held up. It just seems like lingering AI fears, software growth fears, and then mixed in with a little bit of geopolitics. But at the end of the day, I mean, if this is exactly where we were around Thursday. Microsoft's even lower. So think about it. It's kind of a bigger post-continuation. NVIDIA's down 5%. NVIDIA down, or Microsoft down 3%. But the dollar's not moving. That's the thing I think is, this should be fascinating to you guys. Every other day of the last month, it's been clapped. And the dollar was been all about these big-ass moves, up or down. And this time the dollar's is barely budging. I don't think that's a coincidence. So I think today is very rotationary. And the bonds catching a little bit is also pretty fascinating as well. But I'm not really worried about it. I think, though, you are getting a little bit of a headwind from AI, software, corporate credit, all these things. But it's a headwind in the sense of just move your money to defensives. Again, they're not retreating. They're rotating. And that's something we talked about here. But remember, you also got a big week of earnings. And if people are anticipating getting worried about AI, I mean, you have the biggest one right now, Gemini and Google. They're going to be coming up here in not today, but tomorrow. Netflix on CNBC at DC testifies on WBD. Why is there so many fucking acronyms? NFLX on CNBC at DC on WBD. What's happening? I don't like acronyms, but I understood all of that, unfortunately. Where's our boy, bro? Where's Donald? You want to buy a house, a rental with you, Mad, but your wife is the hurdle? Just do what you do to me, bro. Just be like, you're not a Christian if you don't let me buy a rental property. He said multiply and grow, and then just shame her religion until she complies. I think that might work. Other than that, man, it just have to be a really good deal. I don't know, maybe take into account your partner's advice, but at the same time, how good of a deal is it? That's what it really depends on. The NVIDIA, I think Jensen's kind of weird. I think Jensen turned, let me show you guys the clip if you didn't. This was yesterday. But like Jensen, he like was reporters were asking him about OpenAI, and like that was that headline in the morning where he said he might not do the 100 billion. But then he just started talking like a lawyer. That's where I think it gets, that's the only weird thing. You'll see it, because he's like, up to. I said up to. But then it's like, yeah, I would not want to get yelled at by Jensen. So here, this is the clip from yesterday.
Let's ask quickly about OpenAI again.
Sure.
So yesterday you said that the NVIDIA is not going to invest as much as 100 billion in OpenAI.
No,
is that for the current run?
We never said we were going to invest $100 billion in one round. That never was said.
But how about the overall commitment? Because last September, you and OpenAI...
There was never a commitment. It was, if they invited us to... So let's start over again. They invited us to...
It's like when your girlfriend turned into HR.
Up to $100 billion. And of course, we were very happy
I didn't say
and
that.
honored that they invited us. But we will invest...
We're happy that they invited us.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
All right, but is that overall commitment still stands? Or it's not a commitment?
I told you just now. Okay. Yeah, you keep putting words in my mouth. Okay. It's not...
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
They invited us to invest up to $100 billion. And we are honored that they invited us. We will consider each round one at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I hate you. Nah, that's what he wanted to say. I get sneezed now. I haven't sneezed all week. Oh, fuck. It's not good. Hold on. Oh! Woo! You guys haven't heard of sneeze in a week. I still have a cough, though, bro. It's annoying. But yeah, bro. Oh, that was good, dude. That a week ago, dude, I've never sneezed that much in my life. Can I tell you what my dad told me? I think y'all would get a kick out of this, to just give you a little insight into my father. Because I laughed and I was like, that's not a bad idea, but still. You know what my dad said when I was sick? And I told him I was sick? You know what he said? You guys, some of you are going to hate this. Some of you are going to love this. My dad was like, you should take ivermectin. I was like, not a bad idea, Pops. Not a bad idea. Thank you for that. So, yeah, my dad recommended I take ivermectin when he heard me getting sick. I was like, man, I said, who taught you that, bro? I know. He said, huh? Come on. I told you, bro. This guy, he been buying gold, exercising his Second Amendment. You start sneezing, he'll throw an ivermectin at you. I'm like, man, this guy. So I thought that was fun. One Nobel Prize, Habibi. Come on. Where I'm from, this is the same guy, bro. He don't even read expiration dates. You know that? He just smell it. He don't give a fuck what the date said. He been ahead of his time, though. That's it. If it smell good, he'll eat it. It doesn't matter. Expiration is a scam, Habibi. Scam. Do I think Kevin Warsh will be a good Fed chair? I mean, we pray and hope, brother. We pray and hope. I think as of now, he's unpredictable. The fact that Ken Griffin liked him so much, that should go to show how maybe he could help out the bonds and everything else in between. But other than that, it's yeah, man, I don't know, man. Wall Street has a little bit more respect for him. So I think it could go a long way. But other than that, we'll find out. Yeah, dude. Yikes, shouldn't say that. Bible where I lay at. I know they get in trouble, but survival how I play that. Dude, my dad has a lot of silver. Dude, I'm telling you. I think he went to like a church meeting. Dude, and this was a couple years ago. And he came back, dude, with all of this silver. I was kind of mad. I'm like, dude, my dad just got scammed. I'm like, how did they get you to buy all of this silver, dude? Bro, he came back with silver, a shotgun. He had every type of silver, too. He had the 1 ounces. He had the small silver. He had the small gold. I was like, this is unacceptable. But yeah, I think he doubled up his money. So I was like, all right, man, fuck. And then every time I tell him gold or silver's up, should I sell? I'm like, What did the Lord say? Why did when the Lord and the church people, man, this is. Canada to claim Stellantis and GM owe hundreds of millions. Mark Carney. When was that one? I didn't see that one pop up. Again, those critical mineral plays still going up. Even a couple food ones. Again, you have a critical minerals thing tomorrow. There was a comment during Philo. Didn't they say they're going to announce some stuff? Or I think Secretary Wright. Wait, you eat castor oil? I don't think you were supposed to. I thought you could put, I thought that's topical. That's insane. Trump was supposed to go on at 2. It was going to be at 4, then they changed it to 2, but now it's 3. Sign up for the church. I'll get you there, bro. You might want to. You should have sold. No, do you guys know what my dad wants? I was talking to him yesterday about it. I feel bad because I'm like, how do I say no to my father? My human father. But I'm like, dude, my dad, and I don't want to put my whole family through this. Bro, my dad wants the farm. You know that? This motherfucker wants the farm. No, he wants to, I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, it's a lot of work, bro. I'm like, you old, bro. Like, what do you mean? What are you going to do at the farm, bro? I'm kind of down to give it to him. Oh, I got a good idea, too. Chad sent it to me. Bro, we should plant saffron. You know that? That was the best idea I heard when we had that talk, bro. You know that? Saffron. It's literally $3,000 minimum for like a ton. You get up to 50 grand a ton. Saffron, bro. And it grows perfectly in the environment. The hot and cold, the dryness is perfect, bro. Joshua, we love saffron. It's very good, Joshua. Very, very good. Isn't it worth more than gold? Well, yeah, bro. That's why. I don't know. But my dad wants the farm. He's trying to get me to give him the farm. And I'm like, dude. I said, let me just see if I could plant something. He said, I will get animal. I'm like, I don't want to put you through this, Pops. Big. It is. I think the hard part is labor, believe it or not. It's like saffron when you want to like pull it out and like harvest it. That's the hard part. What if I give him part of it? He's Arab, dude. He's not down. You try to scam me, huh? You want me to have a piece? I need all of it, Habibi. All or nothing. All or nothing, Joshua. Come on, Joshua. What do you think this is, huh? You give me discount? Give me discount in the all of it. What I do with a piece, huh? You say Reese's Pieces? No, I can't do nothing. How will I enjoy the view? Okay. I'm sorry, I gave him the Persian accent. I like the Persian accent a lot. Saffron, can you do it? I'm not gonna lie, your name, I'm down like for you to come and do it, but I can't put too much faith in Bamboo Muncher. You know what I'm saying? So you better have like a good background. Because right now we're getting off to the wrong start with bamboo. I'm like, how do I explain this to people? Like I'm starting the saffron expedition and it will be head up by Bamboo Muncher. Okay? So, but other than that, if you know how to do it, it's big money and it works. That's, again, we can't grow avocados, but we could grow a fucking, we could grow a bunch of saffron. And it's a good investment. Some people are even talking about California ending up becoming one of the leaders in saffron. I think it's the best. Out of solar, everything. We could do a solar farm. We'll need batteries and buy a bunch of them, but no, saffron works perfectly. I already looked into it. But yeah, we could actually... Oh, dude, my fucking farm advisor guy hit me up today, too. I forgot. Did I give him the right number? Mm-hmm. Put a container on the farm and grow mushrooms. So people trip out. I'm kind of down, but I don't like mushrooms, right? So I'm gonna find out how to engineer it to make sure you have a bad trip, and I'll sell them at discounts. That's a little evil, but I'll be like, that's what happens when you dabble with evil. You see what happens? It's not a good game to play in. We could have had saffron rice. We could have had saffron fucking risotto. We could have had saffron. He's like, nah, I want to fry my brain, Josh. Let me fry my brain instead. I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, you meant like lion mane. Oh, yeah, I fuck with lion mane. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people jump to the shitty one. Sounds like a cool koala. Oh, I get it. Do koalas eat bamboo? Or I was like, do y'all just use cute nicknames for each other? Link to the... I'd say it would be a bit of expensive upfront cost to build solar. But yeah, I need to call my farm guy. Hold on. He said he left me a voicemail. He said he cannot invite... This is the guy from the FDA. Or the fucking USDA. I left you a voicemail. I have a few minutes to connect before 2. Heads up, we do not advise folks on what to grow and help develop future grows. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'll be like, how can I get government money to grow saffron? Give me the not financial advice that he did. Come on, bro. I know I need to connect with them, though. I got to get to the farm office. We got to do all of that. They'll give me some money. That's it. And then I'm going to start my Learning Center farm. I'm going to grow learning. That's what we're going to say. Can we have a farm daycare? I need 20 million. What? I could grow cosmetics and medicine. Okay, man, but I'm not into all that. I've never seen my girlfriend use mushrooms. She got beautiful skin. She makes fun of my wrinkles. Well, I'd finalize your earnings plays if you guys are going to play AMD or SMCI. Do I like your name? Project Kush? Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of Project X mixed with weed. Farming's not worth the trouble. They have a high, oh wow, offing rate for a reason. Yeah, bro, I'm not trying to become I just have a farm and we just trying to get some passive income. That's all, man. I'm not trying to grow weed. Like I said, saffron could work. I think saffron makes the most sense. That's the best idea, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, State of the Union's on the 24th? I forgot about that. That's going to be fun. Contact Curtis Stone? That sounds like a fake name. But email me. But yeah, I mean, I'm already in touch with the USDA guy. I just want to see, because we have a lot of land, and there's another program where we let them grow shit for experiments on our farm. It's kind of scary, but they'll pay you to grow experimental shit. And then I have another meeting with the land conservationist. But yeah, I'm just doing all these so we could, again, there's a lot of land. We could generate passive income off of it. Have it at least, because again, it sits there making some money off the farm now, but not enough. But I think, put in the investment, it's going to be there. Because I still love this farm, bro. It's a great equity investment, but I would like for it to generate some money, good money. Because you can, like I was saying, once I did the math, talked to people, we have a lot of acreage. And if we're making money per acre per month, dude, it turns into there. Yeah, say he changed his name to Saffron Supplier. Now we're talking, bro. Let's fucking go, SS Saffron. Wait, no, not SS. Hold on. Wait, no, Camaro SS. Ah! Okay, Saffron supplier. Email me, bro. tradingfraternity@gmail.com. This is already going great. I love it. Could grow citrus, but it doesn't. It's still. It would be decent. I think we can grow citrus there, but it's not like, just fluctuates with the market. It's still a decent cost, but the one avocados was big money, bro. The avocados was big money. That's the one I wanted, and then the grapes and olives, just because there's like a lot of like buyers who will buy that, but even then, that market's volatile. I didn't realize it, so. And if it goes bad with the grapes, olives, even citrus, you could end up pretty much, your maintenance cost, you'll barely make anything. And then that's why they said farming's hard. But saffron is the one that nobody does. It's growing in popularity and it's mad fucking expensive. Cheap to grow. It's not like it costs a lot, but then it's hard to harvest. It's easy to grow saffron. It's extremely difficult to harvest it. And then you're able to it just makes bank, dude. Like, it actually, makes bank. The USDY drive, probably below the low, but it's kind of weird that it is with the dollar not moving much. Let's see, did it hit a new low? Nah, it just came back to that. I would be more panicky if it came down here. But as long as there's no extremely volatile moves in the yen or the JPY, the bond, I just think it's going to kind of keep operating at the pace it has been. Potatoes? Well, yeah. Anything that has like a stable, if it has a stable per acreage like harvest rate, like where you can make a decent amount, it's good. But like, dog, it's volatile. Like, so the guys growing grapes and fucking olives, a year or two ago, they were making double or triple. Which is kind of insane. But then if it goes down, and then some of them take a couple years, but yeah, dude, saffron, you could run it up. It's just hard to harvest. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Saffron go hard, bro. I love telling you, that was the best idea. Carbon credits? Can I sell carbon credits? I'm kind of down. I'm like, Bill, I'd like to sell you some carbon credits. Water. We have a well. I have 2 wells. I got a water storage. That's why we could do like actual plant shit. Your mom grows it. You've harvested? Really? I think in mass, though, like if we want to do like a couple of acres of it, it's definitely going to be challenging. But you need someone who knows how to do it. But that's the hard part. The labor is literally the hardest part of saffron. But like growing it is apparently easy if it's in the right environment. Because it needs like dryness and then like random bursts of water and dryness. I'm like, perfect. California drought. That's exactly what I need. Pentagon approves $3 billion F-15 sustainment sale to Saudi Arabia. Then we stop dying. You're going to get your end of the day move. Still got 40 minutes left, but it was looking pretty ugly there. I got I thought Microsoft and Nvidia were the same. But yeah, if you're going to play earnings, AMD, you're going to have a couple of sympathies too between AMD, any of the chip makers. Damn, they haven't moved in a month. In 3 months. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. I'm in a cult. That sucks though. That today probably jacked up all of them puts. Actually, not much, all things considered. I'm in a cult. Still kind of pricey. The solar to the grid, you can, but then the city just takes it from you. I don't think they give you that much. No, bro. I'm gonna do it. The saffron, I'm telling you. We fuck around, get a pound of it, it's worth millions. Or a ton of it, it's literally worth millions. I was telling you, we were going over these ideas last week, and then I saw that in my inbox. I said, that's genius. Literally saffron. And then it ironically works in Cali. Because most of the saffron's in like India and Iran. That's where the good saffron comes from, Iran. SMCI is just volatile. That one, if it's pricing a little bit, you might have some juice to squeeze, as they would say. Hey, happy holidays. I just thought that, was it 19 when we played it though that one time? Good saffron is more India. I think you're biased, Mr. Patel. But, you know, it is India and Iran. Those are the top two. But I'm telling, they're saying, oh my gosh, 163 on Pepsi? Habibi! I think my girl got Pepsi. She was even saying the other day, she's like, it barely moved. I'm like, shut up. But yeah, now what? Pistachio yields 6,400. Grows in rocky. Yeah, that's the thing. Rocky, and because we have a fuck ton of rocks. But yeah, saffron grows in rocky environments too. But dude, people are talking about saffron getting, like, growing big in California. That's why they're saying it's about to, like, literally, that they see that trend going there. But the hard part is the harvest. But if enough people start doing it, you might watch a boom of saffron in California. California. Feeling right. Oh, you better be caught without it in the long term. Let me see where that one's at. And then you're kind of like chilling out, bro. Look at the market. Again, the bonds are there, but you're working your way up kind of nice. Let's see. $2K per kilogram of saffron. Yeah, son. So a bust in prices. If enough people do it, it'll eventually come down. But I mean, again, like 90% of it comes from other places around the world. That's why it's so expensive and rare. But yeah, most people don't just fucking plant shit. Takes a minute. And then I need to go to the bathroom now.
No one else. Disney potentially needed to take the company into the future. Wasn't a creative type, wasn't like a script guru, couldn't maybe
follow me on
interact the way
Instagram
that
at the
some
Trading
thought a Disney
Fraternity.
CEO should have to interact with the Hollywood
Your silver
community.
dealer had a line out the door.
All of those things were pointed at as maybe to why Mr. Chapek wasn't the right pick. When I hear you answer the question to this choice, I almost get the sense that Chapek maybe was the right pick just too early, because Disney hadn't gone through the transition that you just said they had.
Well, there are some big differences.
I know that's oversimplifying it, but I couldn't help but think that.
Well, one of the problems before that I think is not a problem now is that I don't think deep down Iger really wanted to leave before. Remember, he stayed on as executive chairman of the board. He also had the title chief creative officer, even after Chapek was announced. And that very first day when they announced it, if you look at the footage of that on CNBC, Iger looks miserable. He looks already like, oh my God, I think this was a mistake. Now, I think he is ready to step down. I mean, it was not fun going through the whole mess, you know, with the late night stuff, with the cultural wars going on, having to preside over earnings calls and, you know, analyst meetings, which is not something Iger ever really loved. So I think it's going to be a much smoother path. And by the way, Disney kind of has to succeed this time. They cannot flub this again.
I reread this morning, and I know you're alluding to some of the stories that were so incredibly well told in the Palace Coup, your story a few years ago in the New York Times, which sort of documented the drama and the steps that led to the unraveling of the relationship, both personally and professionally. It sounds to me as though you're convinced that this time Iger's ready to move into whatever next chapter of his life he wants to take on.
He certainly, everyone I've spoken to who's talked to him has said that he has indicated that. And also, I think, look, he went through the disaster once. He doesn't want to have this happening again. And then I think another positive thing this time, both Iger and the board spent more time probing the people who reported to DeMauro to find out how they got along with him, what did they really think, what kind of manager was he, and they really neglected that the last time around. They looked at the results under Chapek, but they didn't really get down below and really probe to see did he get along well with people.
Expand more, if you could, on the point that you made and the one that I reacted to, the idea that a choice of somebody who was running the parks maybe then wasn't necessarily the best pick, but today it is, because they have transformed themselves into how they perhaps see what's going to lead them into the future.
Well, that's true, and I think that in a way made him an obvious choice for this, but there are some risks there, because I don't think Disney and the employees there, and certainly the CEO in their heart of hearts wants to think of themselves as a theme park company. I mean, the challenge is theme parks, cruise ships, you're not going to get the multiples there that you once got. I mean, they're going to be a consumer cyclical company, and you know, where's the growth there? Even the last earnings report, which was pretty good, I mean, the operating income growth in theme parks is single digit. You know, we're not looking at margins of 60 and 70% or anything like that. So it's a challenge. I think that's going to be one of the big issues here. But one of the, I think, neglected part of this story is Dana Walden's got a big job here. I mean, she's not only president, but she's got the title of chief creative officer. That's the title that Iger wanted when he stayed on the last time. That, to many people, is the fun
are you wholesaling saffron in my chat now? What the fuck? You trying to cut me out of my? Give me a year to grow this shit or something, dog.
She doesn't have to deal so much with the chief financial officer.
How about you come and grow it, bro? How about you come and grow it on the farm?
It's almost like
if you know how to do it.
I think. I mean, they stopped short of that. Clearly, Josh is still in charge.
Fuck yeah! See, listen to the man.
If the entertainment division falters, it's going to be on
I'm in charge of this shit.
Something about it. But she still has a very big role here.
Well, which was key. I would assume you know better than me, keeping her to having her stay.
Yes.
You don't want to choose tomorrow and then have Dana Walden leave. She's too important to this company.
Absolutely.
I didn't think people would wholesale saffron. That's amazing.
I assume tomorrow is going to start getting to
Why are you trying to cut me out of the family business?
Academy Awards at red carpets.
It's not so bad,
people. It's not so hard.
Not that I would know, but
I think it is very smart of them to keep her on and give her a big job.
Yeah, it's always great talking to you. There's nobody better on this topic. Jim, thanks.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, it's Jim Stewart, New York Times. Still ahead, we'll break down the playbook for locking in big gains, in one hot part of the alternatives market. The details when the bell comes back.
Should we do that? Do you guys think we could bring back tulip mania? What if I grew a bunch of tulips and then I'll start selling y'all contracts? And then we go, and then you take it to Poly Market or something? Do you think we could do that? Think about it. Silver already hit 100. You know, you had GameStop come back. Why don't we bring back Tulip Mania, bro? Do you think we could do it? I mean, obviously, I'm going to be the guy owning the farm selling it, so you know where my bias is. But I'm just saying, if y'all get in on the ground floor, I'll sell you some of those contracts, and then you know what you do. I'm just saying, bro. They could go up. What the fuck is this? Yo, high ticker's gassing now. Again, Humana, crypto, Ethereum, a couple of oil plays. Defense is chilling out. You might have a little bit of, I don't know, they might walk back. So you're getting almost back to the Iran level. You're like right at the bottom candle. I think it would work, bro. Because if we started growing them and then we just started selling contracts between each other on tulips, you know some dumb fucks would be like, holy shit, they're making money on tulips. That's all you got to do is post your tulip gains on Reddit and be like, yo, I bought this tulip contract from this farm in Southern California and I just resold it for 10x. And then you just keep doing that. And then eventually they're all going to be like, oh my gosh, we should grow tulips. And then people are going to start growing them. And I don't know. They're going to have prop fund fucking tulips, dude. They'll be like, yo, get 200x tulip margin. And then people like bringing back the old shit, bro. I'm going to grow an acre of tulips. I'm going to do it. I'm going to grow at least 1 acre of tulips now that I think about it. I'll be like, look how beautiful they are. You can't get this beauty anywhere. I know you could just grow it, but still. That's it, man. Let me know. Is your mom's favorite flower? Valentine's Day is coming up. Plant different colors, place bets. Nah, treat it like an NFT. You'll be like, oh, this tulip's rare. It got the pink tip, the green background, purple stem. Oh my gosh. Coin enforcement action. Did it react? I mean, again, Ethereum and Bitcoin started running before that. They filed, Nevada's gaming board files civil action against Coinbase. That's random as fuck. Saffron, the saffron mania. Redditors will hijack the idea. I know, but we got to farm, motherfucker. We got to farm. That's it. I just got to get this stuff planted in the next couple of months. That's really it. You should dedicate an acre to each bubble. A tulip acre, a data center acre. Wow. We could do 1 acre of solar farms. But I do want a lot of them. For legal purposes, all claims to make millions in saffron farming are non-binding. Furthermore, the government is looking into the viability of saffron farming in California. Tulips or saffron will not make you rich. Tulip trading and saffron trading is extremely investment. Please consult with a financial advisor or your local USDA or farmer. Educational purposes only. What? 1 acre for EV charging? Oh yeah, 1 acre in weed? No, y'all trying to fucking sneak in fucking some weed, you potheads? They're like 1 acre for the coca plant. You can have the coca plant. It's good. It's high in protein. That's factually correct. It's high in protein. I'm like, oh man. You farm olive trees? Email me if you know anything about farming. Email me, tradingfraternity@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram. You guys know they verified me now, so now you won't get scammed. Thank God. But yeah, so hit me up. And then that way, because I'm going to be planting something very soon. I got my call with my USDA guy today. So we'll see what happens. He said he can't tell me what to grow. Let's do it, bro. Hollywood, a farmer. I mean, if we get the saffron growing, bro. That's the one. That was the best idea that I got. That was a chat idea. Literally, I'm really down with it. OpenAI down detector. Art? I probably could get the Clawbot to do it if I give him enough access. But we're going to need a human. He could probably hire it out, though. You have a cashew farm in Nigeria? I don't know if you're being serious or not. What do you mean you got a cashew farm in Nigeria, bro? Your dad has a tobacco farm in India? Dog, that's the plot of Leo, okay? You know I'm familiar with my Bollywood movies. Stop playing with me. That's literally the plot of Leo. Okay, Leo has a tobacco farm. And are you running from the family business? Is that why you got into options trading? Oh my gosh, mate, he's Leo. Bye. But yeah, bro, we need saffron. That's the only thing I've really wanted. I wanted avocados, but I'm down. That's what I said we should do. We should have we're going to have a LAN party to set up some Clawbots. Set up a little bit there, and then we'll bring some of the, what's it called? The farmers. But saffron's the biggest money, and it actually grows in SoCal. Farmers will grow stuff on your land. They don't pay as much. I saw that. You could make more money if you do it yourself. Hops for Trump beer. The Trump beer thing isn't real. It started going up with the Trump home, so that's all the staples. So yeah, but the STZ Tap and Bud been doing pretty good. You had T4 email me your Trump bot, your Molt bot. Oh man, Trump is gonna. I'm now introducing Trump bots. Have a little Trump bot wherever you go. It's cool. He could do a lot. The best bot, actually. I know. He does emails. He'll remind you. He'll say, "Wake up! Time to go." Tequila, yeah, dude. Agave though. Agaves have gotten clapped. Telling you, bro. You know how much volatility there is in plants and shit. And then you're back to the Iran level. Iran. Speak of the saffron, Joshua. Why not chicken or eggs? Animals, you need someone to like live there. Plants, you could have someone like maintain and come by. Unless any of you want to raise fucking animals, but those are hard. So my brother-in-law, they have a farm back in Texas, Tejas, but he was saying it's not. He said it's a fucking nightmare. You got to really like farm, like you got to do a lot. That's why I want animal. I want a pig, I want a mini cow, but I'm not going to abuse those animals. I don't want PETA after me. Do an Indian accent? I can't do an Indian accent. I can, but I don't want to piss anybody off by. You know what I'm saying? The Indian, I do it in person. Like I got an Indian homie, and I do the head bob, I do all of it. But I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, bye. But yeah, wrap up your plays. Okay, you got 20 minutes. The horses, we turned them into glue. No, I'm kidding. Those weren't my horses. They kept them there for a little bit, but I was gonna rent out the horses, but it's not as much money. We can do it, but then like some of them, the ones that'll pay you to board horses, like you need someone to feed them. Dude, you can breed racehorses. They're expensive. House is moving to pass bill. Are we going to get Trump or what? Well, we only got 20 minutes. I think Trump's going to come on after the bell. Columbia Petro gives press conference after meeting. You lived on a cow ranch? No way. How was it? Law and Order impression? Dum-dum. These are real victims and real crimes. Heinous. All I know is heinous. You remember Law and Order? Microsoft, OpenAI, and ChatGPT issues are working. Sam Altman said the company may invest or subsidize drug discovery firms using AI, potentially take royalties from breakthroughs. Jeez. Well, 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. We got a little bit of work. It's not coming. It's a lot harder to remix that one. The Drake songs have a lot more, but you know, like Lil Baby was easier to go bar for bar, but it's working. It might take some time. You underestimated greatly. Most wars ended. How long did it really take me? So we made some progress. Some progress. What if you get your bots to attend a farm? Yeah, you guys are forgetting the bots don't have hands. You know what I'm saying? I feel you though. Great idea in theory, but like they don't have physical bodies to do physical things yet. Keyword yet, but for now. I see the vision, but we are still gonna need humans to execute them. Agri-drones? I think those exist. Maybe if we get a Tesla bot, he could probably do it. You've seen crop sharing. They inherited the land but leased it to another farmer who did all the work and they split the profits. I mean, do you guys want to do that? Anybody want to crop share some saffron? I'm telling you, I think saffron's the best one. That's it. With minimal competition for now. High output. It grows wherever in SoCal. Or would you say fuck it and make a daycare, I feel. But they're cracking down on the daycares. I wish I knew earlier, man. Even then, I don't think they would have trusted. I don't know, though. Then again, I was like, I don't know if they give me a daycare. But then after seeing everybody who's gotten a daycare, I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't know if they even looked into this shit. I saw that. The Moltbot, it's a website for bots to hire humans to like do API tasks and stuff for them. Yeah, so they're getting there. Trump escalated his dispute with Harvard, demanding $1 billion in damages, signaling tougher pressure on university negotiations over federal spending. The moon balloon, moon balloon. Could. I know you do. I think you do need to handpick the saffron. I would do it with love. My soil's not that good, I don't think. But that's, I think, kind of the benefit of the saffron. It doesn't need I think you need like a certain, can't be too bad, but it's known for growing in like harsh, rocky, dirty, dusty areas. That's kind of, but then it's the harvest is the hard part. We're going to watch earnings for a little bit. I'll have some of them, but I do have to leave right away. I got to get this call in before 2. You did research on saffron. Let's do it. I'm telling you, bro. It checks out. It looks pretty cool. Oh, CMG's right at the bell too, yes. Saffron supplements. If we make the saffron, then we could do the world is yours. But I'm telling, dude, saffron has always been expensive. That's why it's kind of enticing. That's why the only other thing was avocado. Dude, the avocado money. That's why the cartels be doing avocados, bro. Mixing Chipotle, bro. It's crazy. The avocados are like nuts. But then I didn't know avocados are like, they're sassy, bro. They need a lot to grow. Where's Am Dizzle? Oh, the supplements are cheap? They might not be real then. Because apparently people say counterfeit saffron or like shitty saffron. Because we might make saffron, but what if we make ours shitty? What if we got bunk saffron? Don't give me no Bammer saffron. So yeah, I think that's the risk. You might get like, yeah, you might get some shitty saffron. They're like, why is it fucking green? Habibi, why you good the color? It's a good saffron. Yalla. Saffron rice, I feel, dude, goes hard. So I'm saying, bro, they wanted mushrooms. I'm like, what's wrong with if y'all never had saffron rice? Shit tastes good, bro. It's the most expensive spice in the world. So I'm saying, man. Chat, we're on to something, Chad. We're on to something. All right, man, you got 12 minutes. I'm getting your earnings estimates ready to go. AMD's pricing in 9, but it only moves 6. So we'll see. And then I had Chipotle up a second ago. Don't give me no Bammer saffron. A lot of saffron is cut with other pollen. What the I don't know if you're making a joke or not. What? They be cutting saffron? What? That's kind of insane. No, Habibi, I need a pure saffron. Pure saffron. Not cut with this bullshit. I know you cut it. You mix it with avocado. You mix it with sunflower. This is not real saffron. Who do you think I am? Apparently, a lot of people have this idea. Dog, they just make they put like half saffron and then, oh my gosh. Holy shit. It's like cocaine. That's crazy. How much saffron do you have to use? Not a lot. It's a very potent vegetable plant, whatever it is. But saffron rice, saffron risotto, bro, it hits. If you've ever, you should try it if you never have. That's always a good one to try. You can make it cheap. It's not like expensive. Yeah, so CMG's pricing in 9. CMG's had big earnings actually the last 2 times, 13 and 18. So the averages before that were lower. I think this one is AMD pricing in 9, 3626. And then SMCI 13%, 11, 9, 18 and 1. All right, then, Spy, bro, you're right back to the Iran level. So even though some people discounted the geopolitical tensions, that might be where you end on the day. 10-minute rigged, unless it just ends right at VWAP. But that's still going to be the Iran level. Do I know what gold was at an ounce when Jesus was gifted it as a baby? Serious question. I think I've heard this answer, but you would have to go back in time for the trade value. So like 1 ounce of gold equaled how many silver coins or other, you could do it like an exchange rate with like frankincense. I'm being dead serious too, but I'm sure you could extrapolate a price. But yeah. You need 150,000 corns per acre for decent density. At 20 cents to 30 cents per corn, that's 30,000 to 45,000 an acre for seeds. That's kind of the price of grapes. The grapes are like 35 grand an acre, and citrus and avocado, or not avocado, olives. I mean, everything's going to be dependent on earnings. I mean, if people are going to freak out about software, AI, we'll see if there's any other NVIDIA AI headlines, and then whatever these earnings do. And then halfway through tomorrow, everyone's going to start anticipating for the, what's it called, earnings? Who is it? Google. Giggle. Does it take 3 years to grow? Most of the plants take 3 years, 3 to 4 years to start from scratch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The laborers, the seeds are kind of relative to a lot of other planting, but the labor, that's what they said, even in California with labor being the most expensive, that's the hard part. ROI on growing saffron on a small scale is likely negative for the first 3 to 5 years and highly speculative after. Sound good, Habibi. I think we could do it. I like the back end. Saffron has been expensive for all of eternity. It's 40 goats an ounce. So yeah, then you got to just find the value of a goat. But wasn't like a goat like a year of work? So I'm saying you got to extrapolate the value, bro. Just build apartments in a mall. Do they look like Donald Trump? What do you think this is? I welcome you to Josh Tower. We built a nice strip mall. You could live on the top. Very nice. Very dusty, but you get over it. I don't know if we could pull that off. Oh yeah, the USOs are up. They're up double. Damn, I thought I sold out pretty good, but yeah, USO kept going. At least the market chilled out. We'll see what happens over the weekend. The defense stocks came down. Actually, RTX came climbing back up a little bit. But a lot of stuff here at the end of the day started running. But yeah, it's all about earnings now, and then whatever happens overnight. And then see, because Asia was good today. So if Asia starts slipping tomorrow after this move, we'll find out. But Russell's back to green, 0.11. At one point, it was doing a lot better, though, when we were near here. But it's finding a way to work. And then those space stocks are running into close. I think y'all are interested in saffron farm. Y'all giving me a bunch of saffron fun facts. I'm down, Habibi. I am down. It's TGOD. It's possible your ancestors were plotting to grow and sell saffron 1,000 years ago too. That's extremely racist. But yeah, maybe. What were your ancestors doing, Nick? Huh? Yeah. I don't know what they were doing, Nicholas. But yeah, I'm sure they were. But I think I come from a line of goat farmers, to be honest. I think my mom said I'm related to King Tut. Nick. Fucking his great-grandpa Santa Claus. I don't want to hear it. private credit double-digit sell-off. People aren't talking about it a lot, but yeah, that is what we came into. Then some AI drama. Earnings have been good, though, so we'll find out. UK Starmer spoke with Trump overnight on Russian attacks. KKR is preparing beauty investment Wella company for U.S. IPO this year. Bro, oil is kind of ramping. So yeah, we'll see if we have to deal with any of that stuff tomorrow or the rest of the week. But yeah, those actually woke up a little bit. Alrighty, Chad. Couple more minutes remaining. I would wrap-a-roon, Chadadoon, and enjoy your life. You'll get a couple of earnings after the bell. Sadly, I think a lot of the action is going to happen after the bell overnight. That's where we're going to get all of the other stuff. Bump, 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 bump. When will SAS? I mean, SAS just kind of been dying. Again, like even think about Microsoft. Microsoft is the SAS king with Azure, but right now it's all about AI. It's all about the cloud bot, baby. So we'll see, but at the same time, I think Google earnings, and then the final one will be NVIDIA, but we'll see if these AI fears stick around or not. And then again, there's the software. Those stocks are getting murdered. So it's one thing about the industry, because I don't think SaaS is a bad industry. But again, I mean, just debt. That's what the bonds are. And if people haven't made enough to pay back certain things, I mean, it's going to play out a certain way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So yeah. Spy back to the Iranian level. I need a delayed GG out of y'all. Get ready for earnings. You only have 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shares, options, defense. What's going to happen tomorrow? Software sell, AI sell. Is OpenAI okay? Is everything okay? Is it the dip? Is it the Ponzi? Whatever you think it is, you better wrap it up. You got less than 20 seconds. U.S. to test infant formula for potential botulism risk. That's why I put up Kimberly and J&J. I don't know. Who makes infant formula? Oh, Abbott, right? Wait a minute. Isn't Abbott the one who makes it? 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Horna. Chatadonia. We did it. We made it, baby. 7 hours in the books. I don't care if you just got here or not. I need a good game in the chat. You made it to the bell. But if you really made it to the bell, God bless you. You know that? 7 hours, man. I appreciate all of you. Members, non-members, stream alerts, everybody with the real law term. Really holding it down, baby. God bless you. And God bless Chatadonia. Keep it going. Keep it running. Thank you for your time, my friends. And I hope y'all ready, man. February already been a little volatility. You already got to see it. You better last through all of it. Don't fall for the temptation. Run it up, baby. Let's go. Members, non-members, stream alerts, the locked in, the real ones, baby. GG and God bless. Keep it going. Long way to go. Long way to go. Lumen, Amgen. Oh, where's everybody else? like opinions and thoughts, but that don't mean a lot, man. My money on stocks, I can show you the top. Every bottom I pop.
Both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch. Use my freedom a lot.
I need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. Oh. Long term, short term. Welcome to the war. Where they at, bro? Where are these earnings at? You got defense going up. Well, you got AMD, SMCI, and CMG. So yeah, good luck. Happy guacamole day. There's other ones that came out. I'm not really tripping on them. If they come across, Amgen's out, Sonos is out, Mercury's out. I think Applied came out. Everybody Toast came out. Big bank, I'm gonna pull up in a Civic. That's it, alright, man. Did you break the wire? Netflix going there? Is that part of the WBD? But yeah, get ready for it, baby. Let's see, bro. All of us alive. So tell me how you living.
Don't care about your whip. I got a crib in my portfolio. You should be yourself.
Stop acting cornholio.
Put it in the well, but the pocket's so colloquial.
Bitcoin in the wallet, but we bought it 10 years ago.
Put it in the videos.
Put it in the lyrics, bro.
Wow. Forgive me for the language. I'm still working on the spiritual. Mr. Professional.
Talk about the revenue.
Hard to ride the wave.
Alright, now where the good ones at, bro? Why Sanders keep going up?
I'm used to little humans telling me what's not attainable. That's some whole shit. Trying to tightrope shit. Friend and the enemy. Think we don't know this? Funny how my foes never had the same focus. Forgive them for their sins. I ain't talking about the smoke. I'm back to the mission. Lot of holding, lot of sitting. Act like you can't change your mind before you go and make decisions. You don't even need precision, cause you at it while you stack it, while you average your way in it. Who the villain? Money tree, you gonna kill it, cause you keep on fucking with it. Trying to learn the art of chilling. It don't matter your religion, what you have or what you didn't. Cause the future you gon' ask the current you, but why you didn't? Sick with it, boy, I'm talking big business. I don't need no 3 wishes, just a G-O-D vision. I be C-O-D with it. Cindy, I keep flipping. No, I'm all about a dollar, but I'm all about a mission. Who we kidding? God is always in it. Ain't no way to spin it. If it's yours, you gonna get it. You could build it in a year, but you could lose it in a second. You could use the tongue for life, or you could use it as a weapon. I already know it. Don't care about your whip. I got a crib on my portfolio.
Listen, man, I gotta get going. If these earnings don't come out, bro, I'm about to moon balloon my way into this phone call. Huh? Am I mad or just passionate? Are you fam or just acting it?
Am I mad or just passionate? Are you fam or just acting it? You know I talk a lot, but I always keep passing it. Gotta keep it in the roto. We are not the same, like rice isn't risotto. All the real ones know it's always no photos. Hit the market crash, stop acting, I'm the go-to. Just because you know me, that don't mean that I'ma know you. Man, talk stops non-stop, I am really him. If your name not Ben, we ain't really friends. Franklin at the end if you ain't getting that. I think all y'all do sedatives, or worse, I hope it's not hereditive. You ride the wave, but I invented it. I saved, and then I started lending it. Make trades, then I put it to another crib. That's a formula I did my whole life. My bro knew I was quick, so he taught me how to fight. Said you being followed if they take 3 rights. If they don't want your chain, then they want your life. So I go and share both of those. If you kill me or you rob me, either way the money overflows. All about a dollar, you can tell my heart is really cold. Something in my head, cause my soul is getting really old. Don't let a gamble tie your mind up. Nah, don't let a bitch fuck your life up. It's true. Nothing good happens at the night, bro. Money is fun, son. I hope you made your mind up. Tell me the line up.
Firm's out.
You can have a rollie, it don't matter when your time up. And it's in my Bible when he asks for a life.
Where are the good ones,
Habibi? The same, like a lion's not a tiger. The difference
Chubbs,
is the difference. That's my old EMR, bitch, that's my new bitch. That's
EA,
the YouTube in the Twitch from the hills
Castle,
to the trench,
Egan,
to
Take
the
2 came
the
out.
Make the man.
Did they just guide down? Yeah, Take 2 came out. It's actually popping a little bit. And then Enphase. You had a lot of these other like mid-tier companies, so you're gonna get a lot to respond to. But yeah, man, I don't know. Where's no AMD? When does AMD come out? AMD's not out yet. What time is it? It's 05. You gonna make you have to do the other one? If AMD and SMCI. Well, SMCI or AMD would have to really surprise. Again, they don't really move too crazy, but it's kind of been a while. Again, Take-Two came out. I thought they guided down, but that's looking good. Again, I only care about AMD, Guacamole, and SMCI. But I don't know, guys. I might not be able to kick it. Texas in advanced talks to buy chip design Silicon Labs for $7 billion. Hi. Is that S or SI? Am I tripping? No, I don't know if that's public or not. Who spoke of the snake? That was Miles Monroe. I played a clip of him today. Am I mad or just passionate? All right, Chad. I'm gonna give you one more track. If it's not out by 110, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't. I need to get my farm on.
I'm just trying to taste some, so let me taste. I'm just trying to eat
some, so let me eat.
I woke up and be
4:15.
Still asleep.
I can't wait.
Free throws and back on day.
I can't do
I can hold the
4:15.
L, bro. That's on me. Told them take the game slow, keep the pace.
Well, this is the AMD preview. Save it for when it comes out.
I'm like ET, running. Money ain't the motive, but it's service motivating. You ain't a hoe with love complaining and the celebrating. You sell a home, you know I'd love to have a conversation. We was buying cribs before you knew about inflation. You ain't gotta give me credit, boy, the banks give me a lot of that. I meant it when I said it, we gon' take it all and give it back. I learned a couple lessons, the wisdom that came from all the bad. I learned the repetitions, I put that shit on my dad. My money ain't getting lag, I wanted could get it now, but I cannot force the hand. I buy that shit when it's there, your homie just look around. We did it, I say a prayer, we bit that shit from the ground. And the foundation they saying, y'all ain't feel it though. Nah, but we ain't need them though. I ain't being cocky, I just won't look in the mirror, bro. Doing more than talking, boy, the empire empirical. Every time I sign a dotted, boy, it still feel like a miracle. I'm just trying to taste some, so let me speak. I'm just trying to eat some, so let me eat. I woke up in beast mode, they still asleep. Told them hit their free throws and back on day. I can hold the L, bro, that's on me. Told them take the game slow, keep the pace. Looking at the table, my enemies don't know where I came from. I'm like ET, running. Market's gonna crash, but I could kick another lesson. Till the curve uninverted and I don't talk recession. Till the dollar was stronger, then I ain't really stressing. But the fact it won't crash it until the Fed admitted 15 on 50. Boy, the kid already seen this shit. Only way to get tricked off bullshit is to believe in it. 2022, like 92, you should go read this shit. Japan and how they move might really make you think they lead this shit. Inflation, hot money, boy, it sound like today. I'm not playing, it ain't funny, even the fix was raised race. Both the problem and solution started with a central bank. Call it what you want, but that one cost a decade.
All right, Chad. Oh, is that CMG out? No. Sorry, guys. Oh, trying to hit big, but it's SGD. CULT.
Tryna hit big, but it's SGD.
All right, man. I gotta go.
My team so different.
Off me,
y'all weak. I think they speak more than they do and live it. I can't
Chad,
move. They think
I gotta
they
get
cool
going.
when shit get hot.
I love you. I'm sorry. I wish I thought it would come out earlier. I tried. Oh, there's Chipotle. There you go. Give us some fucking guac. There you go. It's out. Chipotle's out. Let me get you the preview. They think they cool when shit get hot. I'm chillin'. Oh, a little pop and lock. Shut up, Uncle. All right, so they were expecting 2.96. They did revenue of $3 billion, net sales $330. I don't know what the estimate on that one was. EPS was 25 cents. Estimate was 24. They announced fourth quarter yearly results. Is there any guidance? Digital sales 37, estimated underlying effective tax rate 350 to 370 restaurants, including 10 to 15 international. Hold on, I gotta read through it, see if we could get some guidance. Chipotle log. They beat on revenue and EPS, but it's still kind of lagging here. Revenue rose 2.98. I don't know why it said 3. So they barely beat. It looked a little bit bigger. But when you read it, that's so fucked up. It says 3. but it's 2.98. For 26, they project full year same-store sales flat, below estimates. Ooh. So, yeah, they just guided down again. Give me the fucking buy one, get one free then. So, yeah, the estimate was comps of 1.8 full year. They just said 0. Where is it? Full year for same-store sales, or 1.7. No, a little bit lower. They say full year same sales were about flat, 1.7 sales growth. Scott Boatwright said consumer is dynamic, marked a year of progress, going towards resilience, accelerated menu, artificial intelligence to modernize business, relaunching rewards and scaling in new regions. So honestly, I just think they did decent, but I don't think it's good enough for, what's it called? The guide was, I thought it was at 0. It's at 1.7, but they worded it pretty bad. So yeah, you might go back to the last earnings level. If not, I mean, again, they people wanted the recovery. Remember, last earnings was actually pretty good, and then they woke up, or like the recovery was good, but they're not. It's the same situation. People are still going to be a little lighter on it. So let it dance around. That's it. The guac, bro. I need a buy one, get one now. Give me a buy one, get one. But let it enter more draft class. Remember, we were back to break even on that. Wait, 3 more minutes? What happens in 3 more minutes? Is it AMD? Okay, I'll wait 3 more minutes. How do I explain this to the farm guy that I was waiting for earnings estimates? It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a fucking farmer, dude. I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'll be like, did you not hear about Chipotle and AMD? Are you familiar with the data center demand? You know what I'm saying? How am I going to explain this to the USDA guy? And I'm fucking waiting for the fucking earnings, bro. He's not. He's going to be like, well, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm calling you. He waits for crops to grow. He'll understand. Nah, this motherfucker just got back from vacation. You know that? I called like a week or 2 ago, and he was like, I'm out of the office for the holidays. I'm like, bitch, the holidays are over. You celebrating Chinese Lunar New Year? What the hell? So, yeah, man, I don't know. Bro. So I'll give it a little bit. You got 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. AMD's still not out, no. But yeah, Chipotle, just underwhelming. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. I don't want to rap. It's a better way to put it.
Yeah. Cousin out, Pluto. Rollie on my wrist. Nah, I don't want to rap that. Pull up in a big body. I don't put a tap back. Hit me with the divvy. I don't even need the NASDAQ. Skinny and she pretty. I don't even need the ass fat. Guinea was a freebie. I don't even need a fast one. I was never greedy. I just never fucking had shit. Now I bet that I ain't never fucking going bad shit. Please stop backing. Y'all need man skin. Little more balance and a lot of bit of candy. Pull up to the valley. Got these motherfuckers counting. Pulling up the line, so got it looking like a million. Remember when I put them on the motherfuckers daddy? But it's some more fighter. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm still in the game like a screaming athlete. Got a little fame, but it ain't changed nothing about me. Nah. Same OJ, you smoke more J, still make dumb plays.
Hit me with the divvy, I don't even need the net. You been telling you.
But I really need a reason for a pop champagne. Proper for the fall, so I gotta stay safe. Lot of money on the table, boy, that look like bait. I'ma think it before I get it, boy, that look like fate. Either way the story goes, no, I love that fate. Had these motherfuckers hated me before they love me. Now they selling half and they ain't playing with their money. I told them take a tenth and pay yourself, cause that's your money.
You were watching
Put me
Silver
on the best, cause I ain't playing with you dummies. They ain't gave us nothing. Even if they did, no, I wouldn't take it from her. Then we took a shit, but we still try to love her. Got so many wins that I can't trip about a Rollie on my wrist. Ready to get a B&B and running for the scenery. And maybe later season then keep on buying stocks every month, spread it evenly. Shout out to people that believe in me. I hope you live in peace.
Alright, man, it's 15. There it is.
I do this shit for everybody.
Thank you, AM Diesel. AM Diesel is out. And that's Mondalizzle. Let's see. No, that's Mondelez. Net was 1.5. Revenue 10.3. Oh, they fucked it up. AMD killed it. So they were expecting 9.6. High end was 9.9. They did 10.3. EPS 92 cents. I don't know if that's adjusted or not. Let me get the full report there. Yeah, adjusted 150 versus 130. They killed it. I don't know. Let me check the guidance, but top and bottom line, they beat, but it's going down. Going down, 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 down. Let me see. Fourth quarter net income of 1.5. Operating income was expected to be 2.8. That might be it. Let me see. They have adjusted and non-adjusted. It's kind of fucked. First quarter outlook of 9.8 billion, which beats the estimate of 9.4. So, yeah, they guided up, too. I swear it has to be the margin or something. It's either margin or operating income, 1.75. Yeah, that's... I don't know if it's non-GAAP or not. They might have a different number, but operating income is low. But they guided up 4.9 or 9.8 versus 9.42. And then they beat top and bottom line by a decent amount. Yeah, they do disrespect Lisa quite often. No, it's not bad. Gross margin was 54. So they missed on margin by 0.5%. And then again, I don't know. I have the operating income, but yeah, GAAP and non-GAAP. I think they missed heavy on that one. So the margin wasn't bad, but they spent a fuck ton of money somewhere. Wait, operating income 2.9. So non-GAAP or the GAAP operating income, one of those is 2.9. 2.5 billion, diluted earnings share 1.53. Record revenue of 34.6. Net income of 4.3 billion. I don't know why they're fucking them up like that. It doesn't look that bad. Record non-GAAP operating income and free cash flow. Again, the guide was solid. Full year results include 440 in net inventory as a result of the government export controls. They benefited from 360 million release of reserved inventory and related charges for China. Gross margin would have been approximately 55%. Data center revenue was at 39% year over year, 5.4 billion. They killed it on data center too. Client and gaming full year. Client and gaming revenue was 14.6. Record PR, new capabilities. They expect 9.8 billion plus or minus 3. That still puts them above. 100 million on the revenue for China. 32%. Oh, approximately 32% is sequential decline of 5%. Non-GAAP gross margin expected to be 55 next quarter. Estimate was 54. Yeah, the margin was off by a little bit, but I don't think it was that bad. I'm surprised that it's down. How much percent? Down 5%? No, earnings, top, bottom line were good. I don't know about CapEx. They're not really the same. CapEx doesn't really matter as much. It could be something with the GAAP and the non-GAAP. And then again, operating income and margin a little off, but it was pretty good. Well, that sucks. I think it's good. So you're going to have to wait till the call, but they've fucking violated them. I mean, again, it's not like AMD is trading at a cheap valuation. So kind of related to like a SanDisk or a STX where it's up a lot. People might have just been wanting more. And, you know, LeBron James dropped 40, made it to the finals, but they want a ring, bro. That's the only analysis I could give you. Because that was a good report. It wants the 9%. How much was it priced? It was pricing in 9.2. So all of this is still below estimate, even on the downside. Yeah, ring or bust. Wait till the call. I say let Lisa Sue talk about it. But that was a solid everything. Again, like I'm saying, the non-GAAP and the GAAP, that might be where some of the issues are in margin. But yeah, that was a strong beat everywhere. And a raise. Well, Chad, I got to get going. I got to get farming. We'll see. We'll see how it is by tonight. Trump reopens the government. 4:30 they're signing. So we will see, Chadadonia. But I love you. I love you like a taco. I don't know if that makes you uncomfortable, but you had to be there. You had to be there. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great beginning of your week. You know, tomorrow's Wednesday. So I'll see you at the middle, man. Bright and early. I'll see you tonight if you're on the locked in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and finish it in a very good fashion because you have so much time. And you better wake up and drive tomorrow. And know the Lord is with you, my brothers. So God bless you all. Go read the books, Richest Man of Babylon, Proverbs, New Living Translation, The Strangest Secret in the World. And don't take yourself out of an environment unless you want to kill it. So whatever you want to stop, remove yourself for. Whatever you want to continue, get to it. You want to see life, man, you got to connect. And, you know, why, baby, why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory. and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Chattadonia. Have a wonderful evening, baby. I'll see you soon. I don't know if SMCI came out. I gotta go. AMD was good. They just fucked them up. But I'll see you soon, man. Have a wonderful one. And goodbye.